Hey, play 'em, my man. What's up? I'm just popping in. I saw you type. I'm waiting for the other casters. Hello, everybody out there in the world. Just waiting for everybody to join the appropriate rooms and that kind of stuff. If you're here early, you'll see our man play 'em, who won the pod yesterday. Make sure you give him a huge congrats. I think that last win was off of it was like a turn two win, right? So very incredible. So given the circumstances. So yeah. All right. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. Welcome everybody to the stream. The players have already initiated their turn, so forgive us if we just hop right on into the action.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are we all doing? We have 7 whole viewers in here. One of them is me, so 6. So we have Coco on Dargo Ikra, Spleenface on TNT Razaketh, Ian, we know, is Silas Roger, Turbo Nas, and Kreese on Kess. I believe it's Ian's main phase. Spleen just cracked an underground, or blessed a Maya for the underground sea in response to Ian's own underground sea. Ian playing the Roger. And a pass. Oh, very, very chill. Everyone's just keeping it cool. Land pass. Is this Fierce Guardianship deflecting SWAT hand? Maybe.
Maybe. Sorry, I'll hop on with you while Josh continues to get set up. That way you're not by yourself.
Oh, I'm always by myself in the internet.
Well, you are the internet, so you're never by
That's true.
yourself. Your presence is omnipresent, as it were.
Wow, this is a crazy starting hand by
It
Kree. You
is.
have Mana Crypt, Felwar Stone, Mox Diamond, and the Morphic Pool. I would not be wheeling anytime soon.
Very nice setup.
I don't think they would be keeping wheel hands though. Not in this pod. Maybe. If your hand is like Kess, is like Kree's hand where you just drop all your rocks and then wheel, it's very good, but
All
I won't
right.
be holding it.
Welcome, Josh. I will fade out into the distance while you.
Well, thanks for your help so far.
Oh, hello, Josh.
Hello, hello. Have you gotten your morning coffee? You ready to rumble?
I have my coffee, my AI coffee, and my AI donuts. I'm ready to go.
Perfect. What is your favorite kind of donut?
Um, I like a Boston cream.
Yeah, that's
I like that one, yeah.
also my favorite. Dun, dun, dun.
Here's a Mox Opal from Coco. Does Coco have the third artifact? Who knows? I'm really interested in Ian's hand. He kept a 7, I believe, and it's obviously not as strong or not as fast. I mean, as you would normally expect from Saz Rogers. So very curious what the game plan is. Maybe it's a vampiric tutor, and then into like a turn 2 Adnos.
I do admit, yeah, I'm surprised of the level of caution that everyone is taking. But I guess since this is round 4, there's a lot on the line, and this is to be somewhat expected, right?
Here's a reanimate. Oh, hold on. I think there was something that was missed. That because we joined the game late. I believe there's a turn 1 wheel from Coco, and that's why the graveyards are so stacked, and that's why they didn't keep those hands. Okay, this all makes sense. Great casting on our end.
Yep, we're doing great. We're off to a perfect
Doing a
start.
great job, yeah. But that's a great mental misstep on that reanimate. Can't let him have it. He was gonna take what's he gonna take? Something. In that case, Kree's is pretty happy with that. Not only that wheel, but now his stacked graveyard with a Kess, intuition in the graveyard, mystical tutor, tainted pact. Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be a Kess.
You often interpret the casting of Kess to mean that the remaining 4 cards in their hand are not super good for where they're sitting.
Well, I think it's a good time to play Kess too because you want to see. I think you want to bait out some interaction, but also Kree's graveyard's so stacked that he doesn't have to dedicate the resources from his hand yet. I think threatening the Kess to see what happens, and then like you could just Tainted Pact for something during your turn.
Would they Tainted Pact, or would you go for a second Intuition pile here?
Oh, I think it would be Intuition, but yeah, you could do anything. You could even Mystical Tutor on upkeep for something. I think playing the Kess here is just really threatening. I think it's also a really good play. There's a basic mountain from Coco. Yeah, I think also you could play Kess here because I think Ian has demonstrated at least, or he's doing a very good job hiding that his second 7 isn't isn't as scary as you might expect.
Let's see. Coco is doing some thinking. They've tapped and untapped Taiga. Bayou. Oh, okay. We are seeing a Dark Ritual. They do have the mana for Ad Nauseam here, but they would have to tap out to do it.
I'm curious if there's a Dargo. Here's a Dargo. Yeah. I haven't seen this list. I haven't casted this list yet, but I've always been really excited by it.
Dargo doesn't play like Sacrifice and those those instants that you sacrifice a creature and then add combinations of mana equal to the correct mana cost. But does this list run those? Do you happen to?
I can take a look. Let me take a look.
I'm just wondering about the implications of, because they do have 1 black floating still, and I've always wondered about the implications of maybe floating a bunch of mana, sacrificing them, getting Dargo into play, and then getting like Burnt Offering out and floating 7 mana.
He does play Burnt Offering and Sacrifice as well.
There we go.
And he has, of course, he has Peer into the Abyss in the deck.
Elvish Spirit
He
Guide.
also has a Razaketh. Oh, it's Life Legacy.
There we go. That is a powerful play. Will this be interacted with? This is a lot of card advantage. And they still have 4 black?
They still have 4 black floating. I'll be pretty scared to oh, here's a Dark Ritual from Ian. All right. Give it to him. Show us. Come on, Ian.
It can't be Hullbreacher. Notion Thief?
Oh no,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay.
It looks like Ian was wheeled into a very potent hand. Looks as if Notion Thief has resolved.
Oh, there's a swan song on the Life Legacy, right?
Yeah, that has to be the
Yeah.
play here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think um I think that was a really scary time to try to go for Life's Legacy or like try to go for something because Spleen Face has the Exotic Orchard open, Ian had the 2 lands open with like quite a lot of cards in hand. So I think Life's Legacy needing you to sacrifice the Dargo and also sacrificing all those things.
If
It's
the
kind of a
Notion
risky
Thief,
play.
if the Notion Thief had not been revealed, do you think Spleen still would have Swan Songed the bird? I mean, the Life's Legacy.
Um,
Obviously, as far as turn order is concerned, Spleen passed priority
yeah,
on the Life's Legacy, so he was intending on letting it to resolve, or he was really banking on Ian having something.
I think he was banking on Ian having something. Um, just because Ian had 2 mana open, I think it was a good risk. Like the chances of Ian letting it go, I think is pretty low. Also, I like to do Dark Ritual into Notion Thief a lot in my Turbo Nos decks, but everyone always reads it. They're like they see the black source and they see the blue and they're always like, "Oh, that's a Notion Thief." I'm like, "No. You don't know that."
How dare you assume you
Yeah.
don't?
All right, show us the Twister. Let's go, Ian. I wouldn't Twister into 3 open mana of Spleen though.
That would be a legendary hand if he was wheeled into both Twister, Notion Thief, and a Dark Ritual.
Talisman and a pass.
So how confident do you think Kree is feeling having seen both Notion Thief and the Swan Song come out from the rest of the board? And obviously Coco, not obviously, most likely Coco has no interaction here. Otherwise I feel like they would have used it. And they are staring down the face of Kess with a loaded graveyard.
Hmm. I think if I wanted to use Kess, and I'm not a Kess player, so my opinion is not professional, but I would use the Mystical Tutor or something to try and like kind of bait it out. And I can always use Mystical Tutor, not for something threatening, but for more value. Just because Spleen is still quite loaded with his hand, and he has all that open mana. I think Ian is slightly less likely to interact. With the Talisman open here, he does have Dispel left in the deck, I would imagine. Mental Misstep and Swan Song have both been spent. Um, Both of them obviously could have Force of Will and stuff like. Oh, there it is. There's a Mystical Tutor.
Was
But this is
this
during main one, and there is an
There's
Oppo.
an opposition agent, yep.
Just wanted to highlight how well Ian read that as well by not swinging the Notion Thief into Spleen. He's just like thinking about the situation where he does have opposition agent and there's a vamp tutor. Nice.
So with opposition agent on the stack, would you intuition here?
I think
Oh, there's a
he's
vampiric tutor.
casting the mystical, yeah, in response, like from the graveyard already. He can't intuition anymore.
Oh, okay, mystical was already the graveyard.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I was like, or using the mystical tutor as a bait to see what they have first, um, and then if I'm really cautious about it, or like I don't want to go for the win, because your graveyard kind of gives you like access to the win, but the mystical tutor, like I think you might need to grind a little bit more if they were gonna just sandbag it a little bit. But now they've kind of showed their hand, so let's see what the mystical tutor gets first, and then or the vampiric tutor gets first, and then the mystical tutor. Yeah, okay, so he resolved the vamp tutor, and now Spleen is looking at their hand in the library for a instant or sorcery.
I'm kind of confused by the order of events that just happened. So, Mystical Tutor was cast, followed up by an opposition agent.
Yeah.
Kree responds by casting Vampiric Tutor on top of the opposition agent that's on the stack.
Yes.
But in my They did not draw the card off the top of the library, so basically what they did was that they just vampiric tutored for something that is now getting shuffled away again because there's a mystical tutor that needs to resolve.
Yes, I think that might have been a slight. He might have forgotten about the mystical tutor shuffle part afterwards.
Interesting.
Or
Luckily, we
maybe I don't know. Maybe there's like a reason why you want it in the graveyard. Who knows?
I was going to say, because you are playing Kiss, you are rather, I don't want to say foolproof, but you can afford to make those kind of mistakes because your vampiric tutor is still accessible.
Hmm. Oh, mean bet. That's quite good. Oh wow, that's quite good. There's a lotus petal. There's Chromox, Dark Ritual, Intense Swan Song. Oh, who cares about the Swan Song right now? Um, two Dark Rituals, a Cabal Ritual, Wheel of Fortune, a Vampiric Tutor now that Spleen has access to, Intuition, Tainted Pact. That's quite good.
So let's see. It smells like the line would be a lot of rituals. Tutor for. Oh, and you have a wheel as well, so you're able to draw whatever you tutor.
There's Igra. Let me see. Let me see. So I think actually what Spleen can do here, you have the pedal into ritual, 2x dark ritual. So that's 5 black, spending 2 black for another cabal ritual. So that is, where's the cabal? Need to read the cabal again. Makes 5, right? 5, yeah. So 5 minus 2, 3, go to 8. 8 black. You can then you if you can shift the mana somehow. So Chromox over here, you can. Oh, you have a Lion's Eye Diamond. You can actually just hold Breacher Wheel, and then intent the Breacher or something afterwards, and then like uh Tainted Pact. Yeah. So if they can't stop the meme bet, pretty sure this is GG. But Spleen does know what's in Kree's hand, and he's not going for the meme bet yet. Interesting. Where's the meme bet? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I forgot there's a Notion Thief, so you don't want to wheel there.
I wouldn't suggest it. You could. I do think we are going to see a pause here as Spleen considers the many options. Oh,
He just passed.
I guess
So
pass.
maybe he knows that Kree has enough interaction to stop the meme bet. Here's a silence from comedian.
Never
Interesting.
considered Silas to be a good sign.
Silas can recast the Lotus Petal and the Chromox and the Grinding Station. Not irrelevant. Here's a Ristic study.
The results. I feel like the game is still very much young enough that Ristic Study will be very potent in the coming rounds.
Yeah, the Ristic study is gonna be huge. If Spleen tries to go for the meme bet. Because his mana is a little bit tight. So in the beginning, you have to feed a couple cards. But they're also Notion Thief.
I keep forgetting the Notion Thief is here.
Me too.
I wonder if Kree notices the Notion Thief is there as well. Unless they have removal for Notion Thief. But
Here's a Fimage.
ooh, in this case, will you take Notion Thief or will you take Opposition Agent?
I think you would take Opposition Agent. Maybe. I think Notion Thief makes it difficult for people to wheel, but Phantasmal Image stops Spleen from being able to use the tutors from the graveyards.
And it opens back up its own tubes.
Well, he would tutor. He would be able to get Spleen's tutors. Oh, he's taking the Notion Thief. He's still leaving one land open, one blue source, 2 cards in hand. Here's Ikra going at Kree. Interesting. And the bird at Ian. Yeah, you track that Ikra damage.
Could he not have blocked with Kess?
Maybe. Oh, Menace.
Menace, okay. I need to make the card info box larger. There we go.
Hmm. Soul Ring. Don't trigger Ristic. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or maybe do it. Maybe let him draw. Right? If he triggers Ristic, the opponent chooses who draws. That's how it works, right?
Because they are both replacement effects, the controller of the effect that is being replaced chooses which one applies.
So because he has a Notion Thief, he gets to control who draw. Oh, he controls the Ristic Study draw trigger. He controls who draws.
Well, okay, because he is controlling the Ristic Study,
Right.
his opponent, Ian, has to be the one who will draw a card from the Ristic Study. But because Ian attempts to draw that card, his own Notion Thief
Notion
goes
Thief,
down.
yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I feel like I should have like a diagram handy at all times of different Notion Thief on Notion Thief's board states.
I wish that at some time during this tournament we'd had an opportunity to see something like Chains of Mephistopheles interacting with Sylvan Library.
Oh god, no. That's when I would pull one of the judges in here, like, could you explain this here real quick? And I'm gonna have a sip of coffee.
The judges that I've spoken to, they really don't like being called in for that particular interaction. In fact, many years ago when they had that in-person tournament in Philadelphia, I believe that happened a lot. A lot of chains of Mephistopheles interacting with stuff and people not knowing how to work.
I think probably maybe wait. I wonder what list it's from. Is it Gitrog?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that's where you
Gitrog
see
was
it.
really popular back then.
Yeah.
Recasting Chromox. Look at the value being generated by Silas. They say Silas is useless. Nope, Silas can cast those things back. I used to play Silas Timna, so I know he can do things. And here's a final. Oh, he's exiling Final Fortune. Okay.
Okay, I thought we were casting Final Fortune.
Yeah.
And on the bright side, this makes Demonic Betrayal that much worse.
That is true. Taking away all those free rocks will impact it for sure. I wonder if the game plan right now is letting the mana crypt drain his life. They're just like, guys, just wait a couple turns. The mana crypt will do it for us.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a single Dockside Extortionist yet this game.
Oh yeah, the first Dockside that hits is gonna be pretty exciting. I think Kree's Dockside is gonna be less exciting though. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. But if Ian or Coco does it, oh boy. If Coco does it, it's also like the treasures make double mana because of Dargo. Or for Dargo.
I mean, even at 4 mana, that's not particularly terrible.
Last night I was playing a casual game of Commander. This is like turn like 25, and someone played a Dockside and it only made 2 treasures.
Wow. How much is Dockside nowadays? Is it approached? It's past the $50 mark, hasn't it?
Oh, it has it? Let's see. Dockside is... Oh yeah, like $40, $50. That's a lot of dollars.
That is a lot of dollars. It's not going to get reprinted anytime soon.
I hope it does. I hope they do like a super, I don't know, extended art, etched Japanese style. Just all of it holographic, all of it together. Okay, Ikra and the bird is going in for damage. Gain 7 life.
The reason I'm doubtful of a reprint anytime soon would be because I believe Magic the Gathering sets are planned or designed at least 2 years in advance, or at least a year and a half in advance. And so you'd have to wait at least a year and a half after the release of Dockside Extortionist before Wizards realizes that it even needs to be considered for a reprint. And then it gets put onto a list somewhere in an upcoming set.
Well,
So
they probably have the secret lair already designed, but they're just waiting. Waiting when they need the extra influx of capital.
we had a Goblin Secret Lair, didn't we?
We did.
Last year?
It was a pretty cool one actually. I like the art style. Here's a bloom tender. All right, so we're grinding now.
Yeah, we are. The grind fest has begun. Bloom Tender is actually a card I have not seen in quite some time. In the world of Grixis, it's not a card I often see resolve. Not because it's countered, but because no one's playing green anymore.
I really like bloom tender. I think I think bloom tender is one of the few dorks you would pay 2 mana for, aside from like Priest of Titania, just for like how much mana it makes. I think it's like worthwhile. But yeah, I think sometimes people who play against a lot of Grixis lists look at bloom tender and they're like, why would you play a dork when you could just be like playing rocks? But bloom
Um,
tender has like a really high return.
I believe we just saw Demonic Consultation at the end of Spleen's turn coming out from Ian,
Yes,
and they
here
had
it
picked
comes.
4 Mystic Study. I got really
Big plays.
confused because Coco revealed a hatred. And it was there for a split second. He pointed it at Ikra and
Oh,
then disappeared. And I don't know if that was a meme or if...
it's a meme. He made a token.
Okay.
They're having good times, but not right now. There's a demonic consultation on the stack. Interesting. Super interesting. Creed at 3 cards. All lands open, all mana open. Spleens at 2 manas open. The 5 cards in hand. Is this a bait? They might be having some table talk right now.
Honestly, this is terrifying from the perspective of if Ian doesn't go off here, Spleen has access to both the demonic consultation and the tainted pack of their demonic betrayal.
Yeah. And he can go through oh wait, he went for Notion Thief, yeah. I was thinking he got the opposition agent.
Yeah,
He has everything. He just needed more mana.
he has everything. We have revealed. Oh, okay. It looks like
We're resolving the consultation now.
top 6 are gone. They did not hit whatever they named. It's a pity. If we were in the channel, we would know what was named. We were only left guessing. Trader's Grasp, Opposition Agent, Peer into the Abyss, A Land, Culling Week, Jessica's Will, Fiery Islet, Elwar Stone, Scalding Tarn, Polluted Delta, Time Twister, Lion's Eye Diamond, Thassa's Oracle.
Oh,
They
not
passed
Oracle.
Thassa's Oracle. Mystic Study, Talisman, Morphic Pool, Blood Crypt, Necropotence, Mox Amber, Verdant Catacombs, Dispel, Forbidden Orchard, Flooded Strand, Pacted Negation, Wheel of Fortune,
It
Mox
might be a
Diamond.
breach
It could be a breach.
because he does have the grinding station.
They have stopped at Bergie.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Could breach already be in hand? And they need it. No, because they exiled the lines sometime, didn't they?
They did exile LED.
Okay. So we're seeing Gemstone Caverns land for a turn. We're tapping 5 mana
Or the Harnfell.
for the
Yeah.
flip side.
The Dovin's oh, the mana drain. Oh my god.
I believe Spleen has gotten everything he needs. Assuming that he's able to make it to his next turn, he has 5. Is it 5 mana?
5 colorless. Boon
Yep.
Tender will make 2. And then, yeah, it's a lot of mana.
This is an
He also
exceptional
will have Bergie if he can somehow. Oh, he can. I think Mnemonic Betrayal lets you pay any color, right? Yes, yes. You can play Bergie and then play all the spells and net mana. This is gonna be the fattest Mnemonic Betrayal. I'm really curious what the Harnfell was gonna do. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Can't Cree? No, he can't. Unless he has Consultation in hand. Yeah, you cast Tainted Pact and get something here.
This mana filtered into the Demure Signet. Yep, you were right. Tainted Pact for something.
I think it's time to go for it. Or at least try and find something.
Looks like that resolved without question.
I think not only having these stacked graveyards for Spleen makes it unlikely they're gonna get another cycle, but he's also tapped out. So this is like as safe as it is for you to go for it. Like this is the best window.
It is now or never.
If he wheels here,
Hmm.
does he draw the cards? He wheels, then
Yeah, this is that Venn diagram of the Notion Thieves that we need.
yeah, exactly. Let's see if chat has an answer. I'm gonna ask the audience. I'm gonna use that for this time.
He's already past Wheel of Fortune. He's on
Oh,
Praetor's
okay.
Craft right now.
I'm still curious if he resolved the wheel.
Oh wait,
He took the Praetor's Grasp.
but how's Wheel in his graveyard right now?
That might just be a slight mistake. Praetor's Grasp targeting Ian. Okay. Get him.
Does this
This also oh no, this doesn't trigger opposition agent. It's only when you search your own. It's their library.
yeah.
What do you want from Ian? Oh, the breach?
Let's say has Breach in hand, and this is not a pleasant scenario to be in.
If he goes for that breach in hand, or if he goes for it and the breach is in his hand, that is just big Fs. Yeah, because he does have Lion's Eye Diamond in the graveyard, so I think that's what he was going for. I'm also reading chat saying that the grasp can also get Ian's meme bet. So meme betrayal or underworld breach will be pretty good.
Yeah, it's always the waiting on the grasp, right? Like with bated breath, like what are they gonna grab? You know.
It's also he has to resolve the Praetor's grasp, which is always really annoying.
Could be
I wish
somewhat
they would.
easier over cockatrice, right?
That's true. Yeah, at least you can resolve it properly on cockatrice. It's just annoying, unlike spell table where you just have to just announce it.
My method on spell table is a little different. What on
There.
earth just happened?
That's how you. So that's how they're resolving the Prayer's Grass. He put his entire library face down. He's gonna hand that library over to Kree. Kree's gonna move that into his sideboard, or yeah, his empty sideboard. Take the card, hand everything back, and then that's that.
I
It's a real pain.
That is a real pain. Actually, I think my spell table method might be easier than what we're witnessing here. I just have I have the person who's controlling Praetor's Grasp. It's basically goes on trust. I have the person who's controlling the deck or owns the deck that I'm looking through, block everybody else, and then I just have them. I trust that they'll look away or close their eyes, and then I just have them fan out their deck, one card at a time. And when I get to the card that I want, I'll tell them to just put that card like face down without looking at it away. And then when I want to play that, I'll be like, "Hey, player one, can you please reveal the card that I grasped away from you?"
That's interesting.
It's a trust factor, but it makes it so that if they do it correctly, they actually don't know what the card is, and only I
Right.
do. And
Well, also, uh, I think you would need to know your opponent's deck pretty well, just because it might be a little difficult to go like backwards. Like if you're not super clear between like what options you
oh, well,
have.
like what you want, yeah.
Yeah,
Just tell
but
them
that
start
is an
putting cards
interesting
back
idea, though.
here.
All right, he got the card. Aether spell. I was just thinking that's the card he got. Peter's Grass Aether Spellbound. All right, hand back the deck.
Solving a Praetor's Grasp, regardless of what method we've thought of to make it go smoother, it just makes me miss in-person play ever so slightly.
Yeah.
And how easy it was to just hand somebody your deck.
See, before I resolve the Praetor's Grasp, I always make sure my hands are like covered in pasta sauce or something.
Yeah, Dorito,
Uh
your
huh.
Dorito cheese dust, ready to get
It's
right inside of their double sleeves.
it's just like a little baggie of just the dust. I'm not even eating the Doritos. It's just for the Praetor's Grasp.
You just tell them it's for good luck. You just dip your fingers in and give a little sprinkle.
Meme bet. At three
Was it mean
manas,
bet?
it was not meme bet. It is.
It is mean bet. Excellent call. They are tapping out for mean bet.
Oh, and there's a force of negation. Mm. Mm. Unless if Kree has his own force of will. I think he discarded it though. Nope, he still has it in the deck somewhere. Nope, it's just exiled. What a shame. What a shame.
Well, I think we all know what this means.
That Coco's gonna win. I wonder if Kree had like a 1 mana interaction, because if he did, oh man, how he would have went for the getting the breach would have got there.
I think Plasma put it best, saying that Spleen is probably salivating right now. It's just so happy. Spleen did lose the Tainted Pact, however, but they now get to keep the Praetor's Grasp.
Now he can reanimate the Burgie and then keep going with all those other spells in the graveyard.
Let's see whether or not Coco is able to pull off the Alamo, because I think it is safe to say that everybody is out of options.
Yeah, I think Coco is gonna find it kind of difficult to win through two Notion Thieves because the deck kind of relies on sacrificing Dargo to draw cards. But who knows? Maybe he has like an Adnos or something, and he's just like building up the fattest Adnos right now.
Could be. We are up to 66 life.
Some big thinkies on the last turn for the game before Spleen takes it.
This could be a good indicator that they do actually have something. Oh, you know what's tragic? Looking at Coco's board state, I just realized they have 5 mana. They do not have 2 black.
Yeah, yeah.
I really hope that they do not have the ad nauseam here because that would feel
He
very
also
bad.
doesn't have Dark Rit or Cabal Rit anymore. Oh, Reign of Filth. Okay, here we
We're
go.
doing it.
Let's
Is this
go.
it?
Maybe he could also like be trying to PETA someone into having interaction. I don't know. Anything it takes. 3 mana Toxic Deluge. Okay. Oh, so he can just he can draw through the Notion Thief now. That's good.
He can, and he should be able to sacrifice enough lands to bring down. Nope, never mind. Lands do not count towards Dargo's reduction. So it's got to be something else.
Three. So now he has 3 lands. 1, 2, 5 mana available. Oh, 5. Look at that. That's a gamble. All right.
It's a gamble with 2 cards in hand. I respect this.
You gotta go for it.
The odds are still in his favor. They're not the best odds, but what would you go for here? Breach? Breach possible here? Breach for you have 14 cards.
You can breach. You do have the wheel already there too. I don't know if you want to be wheeling people, but I don't know what else. Maybe Mizzix's Mastery. I don't think that was the card he gambled for.
I don't think so either.
Maybe he could also have had uh what is it? Razaketh in hand, and then he gambled for an animate dead or something, or reanimate. Underworld Breach.
Yep.
There it is.
Underworld Breach has the ability to create 2 more black mana from sacrificing what is remaining of his lands.
Which also helps feed the breach.
Yep, so we could see a Cabal Ritual come out first.
Black, black. How do you get red here? Except, like, he only has 2 artifacts, so he can't turn on the thing. So I think it's black only.
Yep, this will be black only. Unless
So
that
that's one card in
final
hand.
card in hand is something really special.
If that card is Adnos, it's gonna be this is gonna be the sickest turn ever. Oh, because he didn't have 2 black in lands. It can't be Adnos. He had it after the Reign of Filth without the gamble. But who knows? Cabal it for 5 black. Maybe a DT? Perhaps a Forbidden Tutor?
So we are exiling the lands. I
Or the
wonder,
Opal?
is it possible that this Underworld Breach is just a way to clear his graveyard to make Spleen's Mnemonic Betrayal that much worse? Or do we think Spleen still gets there no matter what?
Let's see. Even without his own graveyard, he still has access to Intent, Consult, Dark Writ. He does get his own Breacher or Notion Thief into a wheel now. Without Coco's graveyard. Still, Vampiric Tutor, Intuition, Image, Praetor's Grasp. Getting rid of his own Cabal ritual does make it a lot more difficult. But he'll also get the Reign of Filth potentially, depending how he exiles. Greater Good is gone, so his Dargo Greater Good line is also gone. Important to note. The Reign of Filth's gone. Yeah, maybe he's just that could be what he's trying to do is exile his own graveyard, feed Kree as many cards as possible. And I'll
Mana Vault is being tapped for mana. The final card in hand. Altar of Dementia. Okay. So that means that Mox Opal is now online. But you have no cards in hand.
And the graveyard's a little tight right now at 6. You can gamble for. You can't even get LED at this point. If you gamble for. What is it? Dockside? Well, you can always feed the altar with Igra. So I think if you get Dockside, then you can get Dargo in play, then start cracking Dargo to altar to feed your. To flip your deck over.
Yeah, could definitely do that. There's some other options.
Oh,
Is this deck on a grinding station?
probably is. Important to note, the Igra has 0 power right now because of the because of the toxic deluge.
So we are counting Dargo sacks. Ikra has been sent to the graveyard instead of being put back into the command zone. Very good choice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
I would have kept it in the graveyard. if I was myself.
Wheel.
Choosing to go for wheel instead.
Huh.
They have yet to make a land drop this turn. So there is that as an option to produce more mana.
And he still has a dark writ in the graveyard and one floating black.
I do think your line that you mentioned is probably more optimal than what they are going for here.
Maybe the mana didn't work out the way I would have hoped. So that's probably why he's not going for it. But the wheel is resolving and he's going to draw 7. I just want to see what everyone discarded. Kree had a miscast, Flusterstorm, Demonic Tutor, Git Probe, Force of Will, Muddle the Mixture, Mox Opal. Oh, interesting. Oh, Kree had stuff. He could have stopped this. Spleen had Thassa's Oracle, Thassa's Oracle in hand, and Fierce Guardianship. Coco hit the LED. Really? You just draw the LED? Alright, that works.
I believe that there is a line here currently. Underworld Breach, Wheel of Fortune, and LED do create their own loop. The problem is drawing your opponents into interaction. There is still a Veil of Summer in Coco's graveyard. I think if Coco chooses to craft the LED, which they just did, I believe.
There's a sacrifice. Dual caster. He is in second main, so he's not doing that. Vilis. Jessica's will.
Jessica's Will would produce an exceptional amount of mana. But I wonder if they'll just go for the LED Wheel of Fortune line. Like it exists, it's here. It's not a good Underworld Breach line by any means, because you risk drawing your opponents into interaction. But to be honest, everybody is kind of tapped out.
I think he's just going to go for the Dargo sacks right now. He's gonna play Dargo. And now we start flipping. With the Veil of Summer protection.
Did Veil of Summer get cast?
No, he's spending the green from Veil of Summer for Dargo.
Okay.
So Alter Dementia sacrificing Dargo. Yep, he's milling himself. Let's go. I think it's pretty safe to say Coco's probably got it at this point. With 2 green, he could double Veil of Summer if he wanted to. Yep, they're conceding. Then he got it. GG. GG Coco, wow, he did it. He pulled it off.
What a fantastic game of Coco just waiting until everything has been spent and snagging the win.
Who needs
Honestly,
blue?
this is hilarious. We saw the force of will, right? From Kree.
Yeah. Kree had a
But
force of will.
I believe that that force of will may have been drawn after Underworld Breach had already resolved and after he had resolved X number of spells. So it got to a point where maybe the force wouldn't have mattered.
I think also the force is interesting because um as we were saying when he was going for the wheel instead of the dark side gamble thing, it's not guaranteed that Coco will hit it. And that Kree might have drawn something. Um or rather like if Kree stops that, Spleen wins for sure, right? But there is a chance that Coco could also just politic and say like, if I wheel and I don't get it, I'm gonna do my best to not let Spleen win. So yeah, I think it was an awkward situation where you kind of had to risk like you're gonna lose either way. One way he might not be like he might not lose. The other one he will lose for sure. So you kind of have to like gamble on that one.
Gamble they did. Very good politicking on that part. Assuming that that was the conversation that went down of him trying to say, let the wheel resolve because we need to try to answer Spleen's next turn. I don't have anything as is.
Yeah, I think also just like you can just say, look, this wheel's not guaranteed to get there. Maybe it might give you something to answer him. So let's see. If
And
you
then
blow
top
the
decking that aligns that diamond as your first card off the wheel.
yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. I would be pretty mad actually. But if he uses the force there, he loses for sure to Spleen. If he doesn't use the force, I don't know. Have to risk it. Also, maybe the other blue players might hit their free counters, stop Coco. Who knows? That was a great game. Another
It's
great game
fantastic.
in Mean 16, Sweet 16. All these games are always so good.
It almost inspires me to want to build a Dargo list.
Yeah, Lobster Breakfast is sweet. I love that deck. I
I don't
remember
have
when
any.
Dargo was first spoiled and like the whole server there was just all like kind of cracking it, like figuring out like how can we break Dargo, and then Lobster Breakfast came out like because of the initial greater good synergy.
That reminds me, I think I can have a cool. Let me look through my collection of things. Yeah, okay. So I actually have this. I've been wanting to use it. I don't know if this will show up on camera the way that I'd like it to. But this Dargo is miscut from the set. I've kept it in good condition. The top is cut off, and you can see the bottom of another legendary coming off the bottom. And I've always wanted to use this, but I don't have a Dargo deck, so maybe I will build Lobster Breakfast so that I can play my misprinted Dargo. Your Legends quality prediction is just.
Oh, I was muted the whole time.
I did see her mouth moving, and I was like, maybe
Yeah.
she'll realize that sooner or later.
Oh dang. Oh dang. Yeah, I was saying a lot of stuff. Yeah. I was saying that you can build mono red Dargo, but Ikra is good because as we saw in that game, if you have an Ikra and the game gets a little long, the Ikra just pads your life until you have a super Nos.
Yeah, honestly, seeing a deck get up to 62 life that's not running like Sarah's Ascendant or something was very nice. I think that's great.
Yeah, I was just dancing. I think that's also a fair assessment. Sometimes I do that, right? All right, so we're waiting for the game to start again. Second round. Let's see if Coco can go back-to-back wins and close out today's round.
It looks like they are resetting life totals and should be ready to rumble soon.
All right, so here is game 2. I believe Spleen's on the play. This time we know there's no wheels. This is actually the hand they kept.
Okay, they're still deciding hands. I was gonna say, did everybody keep a hand of 7? Levine has kept a hand of 7.
Yeah, everyone has a 7. That's very scary.
As to note, Spleen took second 7, it looks like.
And also, as we know, Spleen always starts with a keepsake Gorgon in play. That's just the benefit of being Spleen. You know, Coco going last here is not the worst because if he hits like a fat dockside off of everyone else, he can cast Dargo pretty easily. Slight benefit to going last.
Honestly, just judging off the last game, I feel like this deck is perfectly fine going last.
Yeah, I don't think in this pod or like these kind of games you want to be the one trying to go for it first. Everyone's playing very carefully, which is kind of what I like about watching these cEDH games. People like show a lot more caution than you normally would see in like other games that we're playing casually.
Coco has decided to keep a hand of 5.
Oh, Chromok Scalding Tarn, exiling Noble Hierarch. Get that dork out of here. This is the turn 1 Thrasios Pasios.
It definitely could be. They have the green, and what will we see? An underground sea, maybe? Off the Scalding Tarn?
Probably. Yep.
Robbie?
Birds. It's not a Thrasios Pasios. More mana. An Imp Seal, wow.
Very good turn 1. Let's see, if you're moving into 3 mana on your second turn, after resolving an Imperial Seal, do you think Spleen will go for a win con here, or do you think they intend to sandbag behind something like a Rhystic Study?
Hmm. Let's think here.
Because their hand has very much burned in. Spleen is down to 3 cards in it. Oh,
Maybe
wheel.
so.
Yes, a wheel.
Yeah, maybe a windfall, but if he gets a Ristic Study or I think Mystic Remora might be what we want to go for here. Just so that if you do want to play that game, you have more mana open to interact. Just because you're not sure going first, you don't have any information yet on the rest of the table to see if they're gonna go fast or go slower. Because Ian can still he could have kept a hand that's like trying to turbo something out, but maybe he is also just trying to take advantage of going first and being able to drop a Oracle Consult before anyone else can do anything. He might have that hand. Here's an Opal. Opal, Roger, Spire Industry for what? Infernal Plunge. Oh, let's go. Is this
Jessica's wheel?
a wheel?
Could be a wheel.
Silvar Stone. This makes sense. Then recast Roger. Yeah.
Very nice. Very well thought out to me.
Alright, Kree. Show us the power of Kes. Drop the 4 rocks. Probe.
Who are we kid probing here? Probing Spleen Face doesn't seem super useful because you don't know what card the Imperial sealed with. Oh, they are choosing to do that anyway.
I think it probing Spleen is also appropriate because of the turn 1 Imp Seal. So if you see a Thassa's Oracle, um, you can kind of sound that alarm. But if you see it's mostly value, then you can also just illustrate that. I think the Imperial Seal is pretty threatening. I think Ian plunging the Roger into a Felwar Stone shows that he's gonna go. Maybe he's not gonna try and go for a turn two Atnos. Maybe he might. Who knows? Coco going to 5. Also a little less threatening.
Badlands.
Badlands Pass.
So Badlands off of Polluted Delta means they needed the red mana and the black mana.
They could have gone Underground Sea, if they wanted the black and the blue. So you're right. I think it's a red.
So they definitely needed the red. So I'm thinking maybe something like a Pyroblast
Yeah.
or Red Elemental Blast. Seems likely. They could also be sitting on like a Vampiric Tutor in hand, and they just wanted to set up for both possibilities.
LED Opal Mountain from Coco. And now here's the turn. We're waiting to see. Was it a mana crypt that he imp sealed for? Maybe. Maybe this is a very good feint. Tap 3 for the... You're right, Ristic Study. He had a
Wow.
crypt in hand. And
See,
then tutor.
right. Wait. They might not have had crypt in hand. They might have tutored for crypt. Otherwise, you think they would have played it. Would you have played it, or would that have been too? If you had crypt in hand on that turn. Oh yeah, if they had crypt in hand on that turn, I definitely think they would have played it out. I believe that mana crypt was the tutor target here. But now Spleen is in, I guess, the most comfortable position that he could be.
Yep.
He's sitting underneath a mana and a Ristic Study, and is just happy to wait here.
Ristic Study is so good against turbo decks. I mean, it's good against like all decks, but especially good against turbo decks because they're trying to storm off. Just feeding you all the interaction. Spleen does only have one blue open, 2 green. So if someone does try and go off, they have to worry about like 1 Swan Song or Dispel and then free counters. Calling the weak. Here we go.
Otter's up to 4 mana.
Spleen draws. Yep, main phase Nas. Let's go.
I'm a big fan of the main phase nose. I wonder if Kree really did have something there.
Vamp Tutor.
Ooh, in response to the Ristic Study for me. Wow, Spleen has enough mana for a pact here.
Exactly, he has the birds. So even if he doesn't have the blue card in hand, he can always pact it. Question is, yep, it's a pact. Ian, show your pact. Oh. If Kree or Coco has a lightning bolt and both the birds, they can just take out Spleen Face.
I'd do it.
I would do it too. He has a Ristic Study out.
Yep. Plus, I feel like at this point, Spleen has a reputation of the longer he is alive, the less likely you are to win the match. So it looks like we were wrong about our Badlands assumption. We were correct that they did need the black mana in order to get their Vampiric Tutor out in response to the Ristic Study, but it seems they had the Underground Sea in hand, and that is why it was not their
Here
tutor
is the
target.
dark side. 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6. 6 treasures.
Goodness. We were talking about it. We were talking about going last.
So here's an interesting question. If Coco makes 6, if Coco kills the Birds of Paradise and then lets Spleen Face draw as many cards as he wants, do you think do you think Spleen is allowed to interact there because he knows he's gonna die to the pack trigger?
We had this situation come up a couple of games ago where it kind of depends on where everyone's elo is sitting, I think. And
That
whether or
makes
not
sense.
losing this match actually affects their elo in any way. And
Well,
if, for example, if they don't want Coco to win 2 rounds in a row,
that's true,
then
actually, yeah.
yeah, Spleen has to interact here, even if it means that dies. I got tricked by that question a couple streams ago, and it's not gonna happen again. I got a good lecture on how it's perfectly fine to spite pact if it affects the elo ratings and keeps the tournament going.
Let's go. Let's go, Dargo. Drop the Dargo, drop the Ikra, and just start swinging. That's a 10 life swing. Not paying for Ristic.
Or if they're not paying for Mystic means that they've got something else here.
Spending red. Removes 2 treasure counters. Jessica's will. Oh, snaps.
Wait. Would I have targeted Spleen here, or would I have targeted Kree? Yes, I know that there's a Ristic Study trigger on the stack, but I wonder if at this point Spleen opts to not. Interesting.
Maybe that's the bait, is that you're playing the Jessica's will so that he doesn't draw the card. If you target Kree,
Shows to
Spleen
draw.
draws the card, yeah. And he doesn't care about that one red. That'd be big brain plays.
I wonder if Spleen feels like he's suffocating underneath of 2 green mana right now.
Yeah. As trophy. So
Are we about to see the bird get?
I think that bird's gonna get yeeted. Maybe. Cause Ian did cast Adnos, so the threat now is on Kree. From Coco's perspective. So taking out Spleen is not the worst thing to do here.
Do it to get rid of the bird.
Do it.
I will have the greatest amount of respect if Coco just wipes Spleen from the board. Arcane Signet, Assassin's Trophy on the Ristic Study. No, come on, get rid of the bird. Veil of Summer. Okay, so Spleen was safe no matter what.
And he draws a card.
Did it looks like. Okay. So Coco, what's that final card in hand?
Oh, that's it.
Like a maintenance step. Okay. There was an attempt. Looks like Spleen has decided to forego their mana crypt trigger unless they're doing it in person. Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
dude.
Get back in it.
He was probably concerned primarily with the pack trigger first.
Of course. I would
Gotta
hate to be
pay it.
caught in the rulings of putting a pack trigger back on the stack if everybody forgets about it.
Yeah, I think this will be an event where that would happen. Got some big thinkies here. Probably have a land drop. 5 more cards in hand after a land. Still not that bad of a spot to be in. I think Coco's less threatening now. If he had it, he probably would have gone for it. He might still need another turn to set up.
I wish I could say less threatening, but Dargo's still a 7/5,
Yep.
and that is a third of a player dying. So I wonder who they will choose.
This is why you should play Jessica Dargo.
Oh yeah, that is an instant kill. That's terrifying.
Thrasios Passios, no Dranith Magistrate. That's quite good here. Oh, what's going on?
We are floating 2 white mana from.
Oh, I think that's tracking
Yeah.
Roger Cass.
Oh, okay. Clearly there's a lot of thinking going on, lots of tapping and untapping.
Impseal.
With a Dranith Magistrate in play, Roger costing 4 mana and your ad nauseum gone. What is the plan here for Ian as a recovery point?
He's also kind of low on mana. He only has 2. Which is kind of difficult. Gilded Drake.
The Drake will take. Ooh, will you take
Oh,
Dargo here or
Dranith?
Dranith
Yeah.
Magistrate?
I think the Dranith? Yeah. Because if you keep the Dranith, I think that also kind of averts Dargo's gaze for a little bit. Because, well, maybe not. Maybe you want to keep, maybe you want to keep Dargo around, beat up the other players, and then beat up Kree. Because you do have a 7/5, and everyone else still can't play their commanders except for Kess.
I would probably be going after Cassir with Dargo at the moment. At least as scary as Roger Silas is, I do feel like the deck needs. They're in recovery mode at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess they could have tutored for a wheel. Right? Oh no, they couldn't have. They don't have the mana. And they missed their land drop last time.
Yeah, it's pretty tough right now. And even if you get a Mystic Remora, you're not guaranteed to get the land to keep paying for it. All right, let's go to Clown Town. Let's go. Who's getting beat up? Yep. Go after Kess.
That's cool. We get to see an animation of Dargo walking across the board. It's actually funny to see that so many players have been cut short, either by keeping intense mulligans or just by being stopped in their win attempts, that Ristic Study is actually not generating an immense amount of value.
Yeah. Alright, where's Gilded Drake going? It's also Ekri. Yeah.
Taking the Draft Magistrate has made you public enemy number one.
Oh, actually, Ian might have gotten a Mana Crypt, maybe? Mana Crypt would open the Opal, and then give him 3... Well, not 3 mana, but... Allowing the Opal is pretty important here. 2... For Dockside, oh, that works too.
That works great. We are cracking a Bloodstain Mire here. They did not pay for Mystic Study.
And what's this? What's this? That's a lot of manas.
Mana? 4 mana.
Psych Rift. Wow.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Resolving a Cyclonic Rift when you have Ristic Study in play is so good. Oh, and he gets his Drannith Magistrate back.
Yep. Okos is floating mana. Sending the Dargo back to hand is also kind of difficult for Coco. Still, Drannith making 1, 2, 3, 4 is not the worst.
Ian will be able to replay his rocks.
Yeah, and feed the study.
Yeah, if they so choose. I will admit, an overloaded Cyclonic Rift is also something I do not see happen very often.
I've seen it a couple times this event already. I've seen River cast it once. I think someone else did it once as well. Yeah, Psych Rift is still very good. I think you get to see it more in these kind of games because the games go a little longer. Oh, Ian lost connection.
Well, while we are waiting for Ian to reconnect, never mind, he's back. I'm wondering, I should probably be playing Demonic Betrayal in my control list.
Mnemonic Betrayal is so good. I've always liked it, but I think it's just extra good right now. Like card quality's getting so high in all of these like high color decks. So Mnemonic Betrayal usually just has like a lot of gas.
Let's see here. How much is Betrayal? Because I don't think I own one yet.
Think you can replay the Felwar and crack a treasure for it. The Opal, I think you had to you had to let it go.
It's cheap as dirt.
What's in his graveyard? I think what's really interesting in this game so far in these games is we haven't really seen Spleen use Thras and Timna to grind, but his deck is still grinding very well.
You are right.
Here's a Wishclaw Talisman.
Will he pay for the Mystic Study? It looks like after the casting Wishclaw Talisman, we will be moving on to the next turn. I could easily see Regis recasting the Signet here, paying for Mystic Study and passing. What else was bounced to their hand? Was it only the it was only the Signet. So they are sitting with a pretty beefy hand.
Yeah, now it's just they're asking each other if they want to feed the Rhystic. But now there's a Wishclaw. It changes the question a little bit more. I think it's time for Spleen to draw a lot of cards.
Spinning back up to a full grip. And unless something happens here, we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana moving into Spring's next turn with full grip of cards. And that is not counting land drops yet.
Arcane Signet, are you paying for the study? He is. Responsible Coco. End step tutor? Enlightened tutor.
Enlightened suitor, huh?
He could get survival here. I think that probably would get him there. Survival, drop into Razaketh, and then Imperial Recruiter. Not Recruiter, the other one. The the white creature that
Recruiter of the Guard?
returns. Yeah, no, the one that returns a legendary.
Loyal retainers.
Yeah, that's the one. Think he has enough mana to do all of that? And then have Razaketh and two creatures to eat. Two creatures to eat, yeah.
It seems that Spring's decision is not coming easily.
Go for it. Do it. Do it. Fortune favors the bold. Get survival for
Survival,
Fittest.
nice.
There it is.
Excellent call.
I think he knows Kree's hand. Nope. There's Winds of Rebuke on the Gilded Drake.
Is this only to lower
Oh,
the
to
number?
mill no to mill the survival
Oh, okay.
and get back his Gilded Drake. But to mill the survival. Oof.
Wait, this doesn't matter, right?
Then
Because he draws the survival off the.
he paid
Oh no,
he
you paid
paid
for it. Yeah,
3, yeah.
I was gonna say. I was like, wait a second.
Damn. Milling, mana drain, and force of will.
Coco only hit lands. Ian hit Wooded Foothills and Training Center, both hit lands.
Why play strip mine when you can have a Winds of Rebuke mill 4 lands?
I think Coco's actually quite happy about that. I don't think Coco is in the mood for lands right now.
Yeah.
Will we actually see the Thrasios Passios?
He's still on such a super good spot though. Losing the survival. It's fine. Ian's having a little bit internet problems, internet troubles, so we'll wait.
While we are waiting, now's a good time to mention to the viewers that if you'd like to get any of the cards that you see being played here, you can always look for them on the MTG Marketplace.
Oh, do we have a sponsor?
I wouldn't really call it a sponsor. I'm just I'm here because of my association with the MTG Marketplace, and I figure
Oh,
I'll plug if the opportunity arises.
yeah,
Unless
you
Clay is
can get
about to
cards
DM
there.
me. Yeah, unless Clay's about to DM me and say that I messed up and I wasn't supposed to do that.
No, sir.
S-
You are absolutely correct. Feel free to plug that as often as you like. It's a great place to shop, especially if you want to buy these cards. So, at your own desire, sir. Do that as many times as you like.
You
Perfect.
can make separate orders or make one order all at once. It's your choice. You could do anything at what is it again?
MTG Marketplace. It's literally
MTG
just
Marketplace.
a free marketplace for users. It is not an actual storefront run by me. It is just a place to connect people who have cards to the people who want cards. It looks like Ian has reconnected. We are tapping 3 mana, 2 mana. It does look like the Thrasios Passios. a main phase activation for SH?
Let's see. And Timna as well. That makes sense. It's grind time.
It is indeed
And the
grind time.
Dranith.
And the Trans is back in play.
I think we have some guests. Ernesto, how are you doing today?
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, it's all good.
Guest, like I'm honored that you call me a guest. How you doing, guys?
I'm doing good. Fun games. Intense games.
Very intense games.
I was watching the
And
first one. I didn't expect Coco to win that one.
I did not
oh,
expect
me
it
too.
either.
It was like in my mind it was like 20% that he was gonna have it there. Like when we are watching the turn cycles.
Mhm.
Because the deck is still proactive, so like it's always easy to like pop off, but like the likelihood of him having it was like kind of low. But very exciting to watch. That's what makes these games fun to watch. What do you think about this
Ooh.
game right now, Ernesto?
This game right now, it's actually super interesting. I expected Spleen to do crazy things, especially with early heuristic study. I did not expect Ian to still be in this game, considering that he only had one land and one mana rock for like 2 turns. So I'm
Oh
still
yeah,
surprised that he's still in this.
the Wish Claw
Straight.
really changed everything. Cause,
True.
'cause you kind of expect like the turn two ad nos game being stopped. Silas Roger just kind of like does nothing. But and also having that dark side like mana reduced or like the treasures reduced from that Cycryph, you're like, oh, okay, he's not gonna be doing anything. But then the Wish Claw came down, and it's like, oh, okay, there's a clock again.
There's still a threat, yes. Ian's still in this game, so he needs to be addressed. It's not like the previous game where he went what wasn't consultation and basically nuked all his Wincons.
Yeah, the consultation for Bernie that got managing.
Yeah.
And still, Coco pinched that win.
I'll be honest. How'd you say this? I'm kind of biased for Coco because he's from my home country, so I have to root for him, low-key. I have to. But I'm also
Honestly,
kind of
there is
biased for, yeah. Hmm?
there's moral power that comes from rooting for the Sans blue deck.
That's
Yes.
true. That also.
Yes.
There's a feeling of invigoration by sitting there and saying like, oh look, the Sans blue deck and a pot of blue control lists is taking wins.
Also that, it's just, I don't know, I've been playing a lot of Rasa Cats lately, so I also kind of want Spleen to do his thing. I'm tired of Turbo Nos decks, so I'm kind of biased for Spleen or Coco. But hey,
Coco's a
that's
nice
me.
guy. I'm rooting for him too.
Nice. There's 2 of us. One of us.
By the way, both of you, welcome to the stream box, casting corner, whatever we want to call it.
Hello, Hobonger. We've never
Hello.
spoken before.
Hello, Rebel. I'm a fan. I watch your videos.
Thank you. That's high praise. That's high praise. But unfortunately, I have to eat AI lunch now. That digital lunch.
Same.
But
I was actually still in bed when I got the ping to come cast this, so I'm also going to go eat something for the first time.
But you are all in very safe hands. Very safe hands. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye, everyone.
Alright, man. Enjoy
Bye.
your binary
Yeah,
1.0
your AI
plan.
lunch. Is that just downloading code through a USB?
Yes,
so.
and also Monster Energy drinks. That's my energy supply. It's like a vat of Monster Energy, like connected to a server thing. I don't know.
Or maybe
Okay.
it's a maybe it's a portable hard drive.
Yes, it's like a portable
That's why
hard
they
drive
put it.
in a vat of Monster Energy. Okay, goodbye.
No, come back,
Same.
come back.
I will likewise be dipping out. I'm gonna go eat something.
Sure.
It was a pleasure. Enjoy
Alright.
the rest of
Yeah.
the stream, everyone.
If you want to come back, you're obviously welcome to do so.
I'll think about it. I'll think about sliding back in here secretly.
Slide into the DMs. But sure, let's do that. All right, Mr. Josh. It's us versus the world. I get once again.
Just you now. I don't have a camera.
Yeah, well, you can still speak, you know.
Wait,
But-
Habong, is your name also Josh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well,
Sorry, Josh is disappearing. I'm disappearing.
Yeah.
Just the next
Goodbye,
couple minutes.
Josh.
We'll see you.
isn't it Josh your name? What was your name? I'm so bad with names. Meanwhile, Ian is killing everyone with a paradoxical outcome, bouncing everything, recasting the dot side. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, Ernesto, if you don't want to say Hobonger, you can just call me Tony.
Tony. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but yeah, just call me Tony.
Well, now it's in the internet, so
Yes. Yeah.
tough luck. It's interesting that Ian is going for this when Splin has a heuristic study and
Definitely.
one mana open and run it.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Huh.
deep Ian's going for it. Oh, sorry, go.
No. I think I'm wondering if he's gonna bounce the treasure too.
But the treasure doesn't give him cards. It's
Oh, it does.
on-
Oh,
yes. It's one of the things I learned with that card, playing lots of Joyra.
oh,
Mixed tokens, no, doesn't matter.
damn.
Still a
Bad
great
vibes.
card though.
I think it's underrated. I think it's has some cool applications.
Especially in turbo decks, we could just turbo it out with extra mana, say mana ball and 2 rocks. You get positive mana with that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you draw 3.
Mhm.
Was there an argument just starting with Dockside maybe here? So you could have treasure to pay for the Mox Opal. It's the same thing in the end of today's. Splin is also always going to draw a card. Unless you value the treasure more for a following turn. That would also make sense.
So Dockside makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You
6.
should 6. That's a lot of mana.
That's a lot of mana. Well,
Would you
it's not
say?
like I
Mhm.
wouldn't go for anything here. It's just pretty risky.
Just
Unless it-
sandbag? Yeah, there's no risk in waiting, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, Dranith is kind of stopping you from doing the rich things you want to do. So you want to concentrate probably on Adnos, and you want more mana.
Yeah.
Also, you have to think about that everyone's tapped out,
Oh,
and
using
you're
Bush Claw. Okay.
you
Then he's
need to
going for
Coco.
it. Maybe he has like an
Interesting.
Oracle in hand.
I think it could be Nos,
Oh, Nos.
because Nos with 1 mana extra is not the end of the world. You can always just start with a Soul Ring into Talisman and then go off.
Yeah,
It's
I
one
like
of the options.
why is Coco? Okay,
I have no
that
idea.
was weird.
Probably a misclick.
Yeah.
It happens.
Well, if he even doesn't get here, Coco might just steal it again.
Well, there's Dargo in hand, so Coco will need to fetch LED first.
Yeah.
He has in his hand, what am I saying?
Yeah, he has
Good
LED
bounce.
and Mox Opal in hand.
That's 2 mana.
Although, like, I'm not too sure whether Dargo can win through a Janeth or not. Like, in general.
No, Dranet is stopping a lot of people. It's stopping Kree from abusing Kes, so Kes is basically not a play. Unless you just wanted to sit there and start slapping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when Kree played the Gilded Drake on the cast, I thought it was like... I thought like, okay, maybe this is the game is starting to like more even out. Because I thought like Speed was super ahead back then, but the Cyclonic Rift just ended it all. Kind of.
What happened to the Gilded Drake, though?
Oh, good question. You know, what happened to it?
Because I know it was Kreese that took Splin's Dranith, but I missed what happened to it. It's not
Huh.
on Kreese Graveyard.
Maybe it went to his hand. Let me check. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, what happened to it? Be a great Timna attacker here.
Mhm. True. So also, Ian fetched and passed. That's not suspicious
That's
at all.
maybe you probably found an Oppo or like sandbagging a Nas. I don't know.
If he's not sandbagging and us here, I would be really surprised. Because you can do it instant speed when everyone's using their stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be the most optimal way to do this in this specific pod.
Oh, it's in his hand. Okay.
So that bounced.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, Winsor Rebuke. Winsor Rebuke. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you, Chance.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. So are we? Yep. Yep. We're doing this dance again.
Yep. Well, Kriya's Kess now. He has a Vamp Tutor in his graveyard. Pretty nice.
Well, you wanted the Gilded Drake for a team attacker. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you have it.
That's like easily how many draws? Like 3 draws? That's insane.
Well, not really when everyone has blockers except Coco. You only get one,
That's
2
2
cards
draws.
per turn.
2 draws.
Yeah, which still really good. 3 cards per turn. Yes, sign me up.
Poco's like deja vu. Yeah.
Was there a Dark Attacks card with counters? I think Coco only casted it once, and then
Counter.
got bounced to the hand.
Yeah. Casted once.
I don't think he needs attacks right now, but could be wrong.
Just to keep track. Maybe like it's time for Dargo to play the Voltron plan.
Well, there's already 7 damage on Kree. It's 2 more swings, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to think that.
Although like Spleen might just win here if he untaps 8 cards in hand. Not be surprised.
No. Also, yeah, probably you swing first, see what's up, have more cards, more options, and then see if you can win or sandbag even more. Okay, Max Opal paying 1 for the Ristic Study.
Ristic.
Are you also dropping the LED though?
Probably, I'm assuming this turn it's for like dumping all his rocks. And then
Setup turn.
setup turn, yeah. Tap the opal, probably put like an LED here.
Basically praying that Spleen doesn't kill them all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the LED.
Mhm. I'm glad these players are paying for Ristic. I feel like a lot of my games, it's like, oh, he has 8 cards already. Okay, just play
Whatever.
into the Ristic, you know.
8 cards, 18 cards. What's the difference? That sounds like my pod. Ristic Study, nah, I don't pay. Okay.
Like, whoa, why did this person win? Like, what?
Turn one heuristic. Who'd have thought wins games?
Yep.
So what would you get here from Wishkula Talisman if you're Coco at this point in the game?
Not sure. Like, I think he just wait for next turn and maybe get like an Eldritch Evolution to find a Razaketh.
Yeah,
Oh
Coco,
wait,
not
he
Spleen.
can't. He has no Dargo out. You might just find Dockside then.
Wait, hang on a second. Let me check Coco's list because I missed that one then. I think I may have missed that Eldritch Evolution, which makes complete sense.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest draws of playing Dargo. Eldritch Evolution, it's your Dargo into Razaketh. Wins.
Mm-hmm. Should they learn something? Okay, so we have here 3 swings.
These things.
Dockside probably is getting thrown under the bus, maybe.
No blocks from Ian.
No blocks. Interesting. Interesting. So there's 4 draws that turn for Spleen. Ooh. I remember being fed 28 cards off.
Very, very nice. 12 cards in hand. 1,000,000 mana.
Okay, Spleen. Show us the Thoracle combo.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll be extremely surprised. Even though Kree has interaction, or at least representing interaction with the mana open, and
He might
Ian is
just be
basically
sandbagging.
waiting.
Plays a dork. He might just be sandbagging here.
Welcome to Razakats. Rule number 1, sandbag.
Maybe he chants like a survival here. Oh,
Yeah, if he
3
lands
mana.
survival, then it's probably the last turn, the last round of turns before Spleen wins in his next turn. If nobody does anything.
Okay.
Because
Busy
Spleen can go the chain of a creature discarded for Razakats, discard Razakats for loyal retainers, and then just
reanimate. What is he gonna get here? He has survival in the graveyard. He's probably getting.
so reanimate can get. Hang on. What's he targeting?
Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no target.
There's no creatures.
What?
What?
Cool has the dock side.
I missed the upside when I was checking the graveyards.
I think he might have
Okay.
already taken it out before while we were checking.
This is interesting. It makes Ian cracks his treasures, or Spleen gets a buttload of mana.
Yeah, I think you definitely crack here if you're Ian. It's not.
It's forcing you to add nos if you have add nos. Clearly, Ian fetched for something.
Yeah, he
With the
can't
Wishbone.
add nos because his add nos is in the graveyard. So I'm actually not too sure what he fetched for here.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Maybe like
Notion
is Ian an
Thief?
Oppo agent? Maybe he's trying to play
I know
that.
Ian is on Notion Thief because we saw it last game. Actually, let me check that real quick.
He is on Oppo agent. Notion Thief. He's playing like a wheels kind of strategy. Wait, yeah. Not
It's a more mid-range. Oh, there we go. Loyal retainers.
low retainers. Okay.
It's just a setup though. There's no other creatures in Spleen's graveyard right now.
Yeah.
Unless
Not be surprised. Maybe like an Entomb here.
I was thinking the exact same card.
Or, like when you draw a Razaketh. Maybe he has like a Ghostly Pilfer here. Just like discards it from hand.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Or Careful Study.
Oh, Careful Study. Yeah.
Even though I don't think he plays it. Spleen plays it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's
no, no,
true.
that's not that.
Oh, he plays
It's actually a really bad card.
Yeah. I played Razaketh cats for a little bit. I really didn't like that card. Although like Faithless Looting in like 5-color Raza was like pretty decent in comparison. Surprised.
Oh, we got an Ewit.
Oh,
Ewit for
Ewit.
survival. Oh, I
Oh.
like this. I like where this is going. I like this.
Dude, when you have so much mana, you just jam everything down. Still have mana
Uh,
left to play survival.
This means Rasaket. This turn.
Yeah. He just has it.
Because yeah, he can just if he has a creature in 9 cards, pretty sure Splin has a creature, just activate with off Pinhorn and go crazy.
It's the top of his library. Wait, what happened to the Ewit?
I have no idea. It's great that Ewit dodges the Dranith.
Oh
Doesn't
yeah,
matter. That's
Yes.
huge.
I know there's a pretty big debate between Ewit and Luris in the Razakaz community. And then we see like Ewit being like the clearly superior card here.
Both have pros and cons.
Yeah,
I kind of
definitely.
prefer more the Ewit plan because you're kind of like a bug deck with some splash of white. And sometimes the double black it's kind of hard for Loris.
Yeah. Yeah, because your dogs can pay for your green for the Ewit.
Also, that Loris only lets you cast permanents. Ewit is any card. The versatility is more. At least I like more the Ewit than Loris. But Loris does give you life, which is not a small thing.
So okay, he
Okay.
plays the Ewit.
I'm guessing they were discussing something behind the
Yep.
scenes.
Probably some politics. Okay. Comes down. Now he only has 6 mana. Only.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no. No, there's 7 man.
7
It's
mana?
the birds. Oh, the Finhor was this turn.
Yeah, the Finhorn was this turn.
Right. Is it enough mana?
Survival
It's
back to
2,
hand.
3. Play survival, activate survival with the birds. Get the, oh,
Oh, what?
oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Wow. It's
I like this. This is
oh my
sandbagging like a master.
holy so much
Sandbagging
patience.
like a pro. Yes.
Man,
This is
how does he
huge.
do this? Yeah, this is no one can do anything now. Oh, but his
Only
patience,
Kree.
he's so patient. Holy crap. I would have just jammed the survival. Be like, hey, might as well get it over with. Oh,
Yeah,
Ian doesn't have anything. He just
no, this
lets the mana.
forcing.
Oh, he has an oppo.
Yeah, forcing it. This is huge. I love this. This is great. Now there's Darko stack on Coco's hand because LED cannot sack it. Kree basically only has the land, and Ian is so shut off the game. Wow, this is great. Yeah, there's no reason to rush it now.
Yeah, like I think losing here is. Oh, what?
No, don't do this. No.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is disgusting.
Holy
This is
crap.
nasty. Oh no, Spleen, come on, don't do this. The
Like,
man
it's
has a
not like
family. Oh man.
it's as if you're not like winning so much already. You gotta like rub the salt on the wound.
And still has the birds.
Holy crap.
Still has the birds. Man.
Those mass. 7 cards in hand.
Even if Oppo didn't allow you to cast use any mana to cast it, there's a birds. If Splint takes any raw elemental blast or anything from Coco, it's like, oh, birds, I can cast it. This is crazy.
Insane game. So do you know what the score is right now for the games? So
It's
Coco-
1-0 Coco. Coco has
1-0.
only one win.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna be here at the distance.
Yeah.
Unless somehow miraculously Coco comes back, top decks Toxic Deluge for the win.
Oh yeah, a deluge is huge here. If he somehow like pushes it through like Spleen's open mana, like
It's only one open mana though.
that's true. Like just like maybe like a pyro backup for the Swan Song. Is Spleen on Force of Negation? Oh, he's on Fierce Guardianship.
No, he's on Fierce, Force, and Pact as the free interaction.
Okay.
Force of Will.
Yeah.
So if for some reason if they force Spleen to use Pact, then Spleen needs to pay for it.
Spleen's already
And
used Pact this game.
they did? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. True. Wait, we were discussing this with Rebel that Coco could assist trophy the birds from Spleen to take him out of blue mana, but Spleen plays an island, so they will just get island, pay for it. I'm Gucci. This is probably what Coco saw. If Coco knows the deck list or it has it on another screen or something, they can check for that because it is open deck lists.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spleen just says go. Oh, Noxus Revival! Yes!
That's very good.
Noxus Revival for Veil of Summer.
Yeah.
That's the
Or
first thing I
Pact.
see.
Or even
Nah,
Flush.
probably Veil. You start with Veil of Summer your turn, and if it resolves, awesome. If not, whatever. They lose one interaction for a free card. Literally a free card.
So Ian just draw ghosts. Man, this entire tournament, Ian is just so unfortunate. Oh, Praetor's Grasp.
That's interesting. This may draw interaction from Spleen.
I think he's gonna take Oracle because I know Spleen's only win con that he runs is Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean much because I'm pretty sure that. Wait. Spleen is not on Grasp. Interesting.
Yeah. Not on
Such
like
interesting.
Salvagers or Grasp. No Chase.
Or not even Mean Betrayal. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about that one. Because we saw the last turn that Mean Betrayal would have been just bonkers.
Yes.
There's a Jeska's Wheel on Coco's Graveyard. For the Mean Betrayal, there's a Nadnos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meme Betrayal just be insane here. Rain of Filth.
Is he going for it?
Well, what would he play here?
I don't know.
Huh. That's very interesting.
Maybe he's just flexing.
The game's already over. Might as well dump my
Might
hand.
as well, yeah.
Oh, maybe
we
like he has. Really not sure.
Well, we're going to be here for like 5 to 10 minutes while the Predator's Grasp is resolved, if it resolves. So hang tight, grab a drink.
Yep, definitely. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. This shuts down the heuristic study.
Yes.
That's cool.
And he pays heuristic. Yeah. I was looking at the list I was like, yeah. I think Notion Thief is the only thing that they would have here. So you just jammed the whole breacher without the rain of field.
So the problem with the turn right now is that there's an Oppo agent on Ian's hand, so the survival that Splin got is useless.
Oh, you're actually right. So Ian can't actually win here. And if Praetor's Grass gets Oracle, I think that makes it even more difficult. Or like, if Spleen can maybe just hard. Oh, Fierce Guardianship.
Oh, there's a Fierce Grasp. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I was gonna say if Spleen just maybe hard casts the Razaketh here, he can start beating people. Then A8 flyer. Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce.
Okay.
I'm surprised that Spleen didn't fight this on top of the Notion Thief.
Oh, yeah, to get the Ristic.
Yeah. So this will mean 2 draws. Well, 1 draw from extra.
Yeah, 1 draw extra. Dispel.
Which spell?
Dispel.
Sorry, I play with a friend that he does that joke all the time.
Oh.
I had to pay him how much, you know.
Dispel Pierce.
Man, all these arrows remind me of my high school assignments. It was like, this is bad, now fix this, move this is bad. When I get them back from the teacher, you know?
Oh my god. Same.
Red arrows even.
Holy crap. It's like
Surreal.
PTSD from school.
Okay, so we go to Coco's turn. We know Coco has Dargo in hand and 1 mystery card. Well, 2 after draw step.
You crack LED here to cast Dargo. That's
There's
the question.
Sanuf.
Oh, right, you're right. Oh. Maybe he just sacks all his artifacts away and cast Dargo.
Maybe. That's viable.
That's so if he just sacks like everything except the Witch Claw, he can cast Dargo for 1.
The problem is, you
Wait,
can't tap that.
no, you can't do
You
that.
can't tap that. There's a move. You can't
No,
tap this like this.
can't do that.
Oh, he's probably tapping. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
I don't think he was intending to do that. I think he might have just forgotten about the oof.
Okay, Spleen. Want your
See
turn.
what he has here.
What's up? How are you going to answer this Oppo agent?
7 cards in hand. Not be surprised he has like a swords.
Or a bounce.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So at this point, the only thing that needs to be dealt with is Puppet Flowers, even more mana. It's only 2, but still.
Only 2. Only swords.
Oh, that's the swords.
Is he just revealing it or gonna pay for it?
I'm assuming it's casting it.
Okay.
Or
I
just
would
saying like, hey,
assume
I have this. I would
that he
probably
will
scoop to this.
shoot. Sorry, go ahead.
I will probably scoop to this because you know there's survival. So you just whatever, play survival, activate it a few times, get fish, get a consultation, and just murder everyone. You have so much mana.
He has to do it for the stream.
Fine, fine. Spleen wants to sandbag even more. Like a true Rasakats player.
What if he just passes here again?
What? my mind will short circuit. Like
Okay. So Wonder how how do you think he's gonna sequence this?
Probably heal the Oppo agent, then second main Carpet Flowers mana for the survival. And with the Finhorn, activate survival for Rasakats, crack Loyal Retainers. You still have 4 mana open with the birds, the springs, the Watery Grave, and the sea. And you have the backup of Nexus Revival, maybe.
Yeah,
Unless there's something else I'm missing. Which probably
No.
because there's a full grip on Splin's hand, so.
I think you're right. There's not really much he can do to screw up here.
Oh, we're still in main phase 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Now killing the Oppo agent,
Swords on Oppo.
going through the motions.
So you said you've been playing Razakats recently.
Yeah,
How you liking the deck?
I like it. I like grindy decks, controlish decks, and this is my style.
Yeah.
Could it be that Spleen doesn't have a creature?
Oh, maybe.
Could it be? Also, sacking Oof is very interesting.
Yeah. Well, he has like 4 pieces of artifact mana, so
I get why. It's just you're allowing Ian to probably have an out if you don't have an answer for it. Because Ian still has 3 mana open.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, he just
very
goes
good.
for
Oh, just okay.
okay, like just for okay. So he sacks the
Double
retainer from
Oh
Razakats.
no, he got Rasakets of Double Intent,
Oh, okay.
then activated Survival for Fish and did the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. GG, Splin. Nice.
yeah,
It's a good
GG.
showing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pleased. I never see my wins with Rasakats like that. When for some reason why I play Rasakats is either I have the fish, I have to get the fish and do things, or somehow it turns into a beatdown game. I don't know how, but it turns into that.
Raza beatdown. Played
No,
Raz
not even that.
recently?
It's whole breacher Oppo agent beatdown. The
Oh.
most budget of beatdowns. It just
Oh.
happens. I don't know how the game turns into a slog, and like okay, Sick Rift and start slapping, I guess, and
Yo.
somehow it works. So I might be doing something right, maybe.
If you're
Okay,
winning, you
so
have to be doing something right.
yeah, but I mean losing plenty, but I'm learning the deck, so it's acceptable. Acceptable losses.
Yeah.
All right, so this is game 3. I think there's going to be a shuffle of turn order and the players, so they might need to do some reset. Basically, I think only Spleen remains and the rest just flip around. If the structure of the tourney is still as I think it was from the last rounds. So stick around and we'll have the game back to you just, what, a few minutes, I guess?
Yeah, shortly.
But meanwhile, Tony, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing?
Mm-hmm.
Same old, same old. Oh, I've been wanting to try out the coin flippy dudes. Like
Crack
what's his
Sakashima?
name? No, like the other ones. I forgot his name. Okun and Zender Split. I don't know if you've heard of them before.
No.
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 Like they're 5
No.
mana.
No. Which ones? No, I need to search this one now.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. They look pretty silly.
Wait, how do you spell it?
OKAUN.
Oh, Okan and Sunspl.
Yeah,
How do you
Zender
pronounce
Split.
that? And the other one is flip a coin until you lose a whenever a player wins a flip coin, draw a card. Interesting.
Yes. Pretty cool. They're like they have this one card combo with Frenetic Ifrit, where you can just flip as many coins as you want. And you're able to like draw your entire deck with Zendra Slit.
Right, you just stack it forever. You draw your deck.
Yeah.
I've seen that a while back. How's it going for you? Enjoying it? Spicy? Recommended
Yeah.
maybe?
It's definitely spicy. I don't think I've won any games with it yet, but it's pretty fun. You get to flip a few coins. Change
I
of
guess
pace.
the only issue I guess is that it's a creature, and creatures in it are kind of hard to tutor for.
Yeah, definitely. You have to run cards like Drift of Phantasms. Definitely not what you want to be running, but it
Drift
is
of
what it is.
Phantasms makes me think of Narumeha, and one of my friends that was a Narumeha main. Well, I know three of my friends were. They're part of the Narumeha server, so they did the whole thing. It
Yeah.
reminds me of that.
Narumeha. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I think I've seen Narumeha on the 99 before. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's Justin. That's the guy
Justin.
that was the Narumeha. How'd you say it? Fan. I don't know a better word to call it. He
Yeah.
was the representative for that there. It was great. So what
Nice.
else have you been playing? Like aside from this Blue Road, if you're playing something else.
Just like the usual Grixis stuff. Play some TNT. I always go back to Razaketh once in a while. Deck is fun.
Alright.
I've been trying to play around with Kenrith. I don't know if you ever seen the list. It's like you same as a normal Razakats, but like you just have red, have Dockside. Pretty and I like it a little bit more than the classic Razakats. What about you though, Ernesto?
So mainly what I play is Najila. That's why the deck I've been playing the most lately. I played Jorda a while back. She's fun. Maybe I should revisit it because now with the MLC coming back, and I had to help one of the guys that drafted that. We sat down with a few players to check it out, and it gave me the idea like maybe this deck should have another chance. I should give it another chance, and that's what I've been thinking of playing. But mostly I've been playing Najila and Rasicats. Nothing turbo. I have a list of blue foam that I every once in a while when I want to say, let's roll the dice, see if I have an Adnos and it resolves. I try for that. But it's mostly those two decks that I played. Just thinking about going to blue farm for my turbo Grixis fix and Jorah just to have fun, Just fun. Just a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's definitely a lot of fun.
Hmm?
Oh, talking about turbo, I was like thinking
Mhm.
this pod, Splain's playing mid range into 3 turbo decks and somehow pulls it out. Pretty nice.
Well, didn't he do a turn 2 stick study?
Yeah,
That pulls a
that
lot
definitely
away.
helped. That definitely
That's a lot. There's not many decks that can land a turn touristic study and not make it last.
Yeah.
But also, it also plays into that
Mhm.
trope. I think Tony said it earlier about Spleenface being renowned for if you let him go, right? He has a higher inevitability the longer the game goes. So I think that was definitely something. I mean, the Ristic study didn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
but
It did a lot.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said with this Razakats list. The longer the game goes, the higher of an inevitability Spleen has with it. So that is yet to be disproven, which is kind of a unique artifact of watching all of these games over the last like 5-6 weeks. So sorry, pardon me for chiming in. I've been sitting here with you guys waiting for the the game to start up again. So yeah, this is me.
Oh, of course, dude. Anytime, hop in if you want to just chat. But regarding what you're saying, yeah, Resacat has the idea that it has a really good late game because of Thrasios. If the game just becomes stuck because of A or B, you can always just start activating Thrasios, and that gives you free value. And basically, not many other commanders, at least on this board, can do that, except maybe Kess. But Kess is only main phase between huge quotes. Like, Frasakets on specifically this board is the one that has the most value in the command zone, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because both commanders give you cards just for doing their thing.
Razakets also runs quite a few like actual value engines. Quite a few more than the other decks. You run like Survival, Sylvan Library is pretty big. Smelting Tithe, Ghostly Pilfer surprisingly draws a lot of cards as well. Dark Confidant, so definitely you can grind the game out pretty well.
Not to mention Favor Elder, underrated card.
Yeah, Faber Elder, definitely.
4/4 bitter if you have both your commanders, and gives you a free card end turn. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Or even allows you to hardcast Rasaket.
Yeah,
That's also pretty good.
pretty good. Hardcast Razaketh.
Okay,
You know,
the game's coming back on. I'm gonna switch
Yeah.
you guys over.
If you want to stay just to help us
just to
bring the
chill.
atmosphere to this, please go ahead.
I might jump back in a minute. My lady has just informed me she's gonna be running the blender upstairs, so I'm gonna spare you guys that.
Don't worry, I have a construction next to my house. If you haven't heard by now,
Wait,
so
really?
sorry about that.
Your background is very quiet.
Really
Yeah.
nice. Maybe it's
Okay,
because I
so
closed the window.
the rolling for turn.
Yes, this is a random mode. Oh, so Spin and Kree both get a 9. They need to roll again.
Okay.
Ooh, 12 from Kree. That's pretty
12.
good.
Oh, Spin goes first.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Coco going last. Coco, come on. I'm rooting for you, man.
Yeah, Coco. Come on, Coco. Dargo's like
It's
super underrated. I want to see it win so badly.
well, you saw it. Game 1.
Yeah, I mean, take the whole thing, you know. That'd be pretty cool.
He ripped that win off of Splin's hand in the last turn.
Yeah.
It was insane. Splin had a meme betrayal that was lethal. If the meme betrayal resolved, that's it, game over. Coco's like, nah, watch this, I got it. I just killed everyone. It was great.
Oh. So
Oh, I hope.
are they ready to start?
I think so. They're waiting on Coco to decide on
Okay,
if he
okay.
starts the hand.
Okay.
Normally, what you do the etiquette in Cockatrice is to when you tap the dice roll or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm good to start. I don't know if you play a lot of Cockatrice. Some people don't.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
Don't worry, it takes people some time to get adjusted to that. Okay, so Coco's going to 6.
So they're ready.
It's not bad.
That's not bad actually. Roger Silas keeping a 7. That's scary.
That's really scary. Even Kree keeping the first 7.
Yeah.
Okay, Splint. Mana Crypt, Heuristic Study, turn 1, go.
Oh, that'd be so brutal. 2 games in a row.
It could be possible.
Yeah,
Is that
maybe
Taiga or a Bayou?
yeah.
Ah,
Soul
so
Ring.
still
Still
okay.
pretty good.
Oh, Scrubland.
Grubland. Oh, he's probably
Interesting.
setting up for Timna.
Yeah, makes sense. You can, I guess you can still get Bayou if you don't want the second land. Should be what? I didn't white.
Yeah.
If you don't have the fetch or void.
Probably,
Maybe, I
actually.
don't know. Depends on what's on Spleen's hand.
Okay, Badlands.
Okay, are they dead?
Has
Uh-huh.
Frog.
Turn 1 Roger.
Turn
Mana
1
Vault.
Mana Vault.
Metal Mister,
Might be
maybe?
turn 2 Nod's hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he passes.
Okay.
So definitely
It
hold
does
up
smell
mana
like
here.
It smells like a turn 2 Nos, though. You were right in that one.
Yeah. Morphic Pool.
If it moves like a Nos, smells like a
Nothing.
Nos,
Probably a
it could be a
Nos.
Nos.
Main phase vamp.
That's interesting. Oh, Hit Bro.
Oh, right. It's a mana crypt here. That'd be pretty nice.
Hit Bro could be hot. Or any kind. No, it's only Hit Bro, the country.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Might just have
Oh.
get probe here.
Just passes?
Oh, he just passes.
I guess Chris afraid of an Oppo agent from Spleen or Ian.
Oh yeah, probably just playing around that because it's like black mana. Scrubland is pretty sus. So
I guess you could wait for Coco in case Coco goes too crazy. If you have interaction, this means that Chris doesn't have a lot of interaction. Or basically is banking on free interaction.
I think you might be right. You're probably right.
Oh,
Both are tied.
yes, yes. I'm all for this.
Holy crap. Okay, I guess that's why he got the Scrubland. Huh?
Yeah, that does
Okay.
explain it. Yeah.
See this Nas.
Oh boy, Spleen is gonna have so much mana now.
Maybe he just has a wheel here, Ian.
Can you imagine if Ian goes beta now?
Oh,
Spleen is like, oh my, that's a lot of mana.
5 million mana.
Oh, that's not an os.
Okay,
Maybe.
taps. And no black though. He's missing black mana.
Yeah, now is when he shows us the dark red.
Oh, Dark Rit PETA. Oh, that's nuts.
I mean, even if you're Spleen and you have 10,000 mana, you only have 5 cards in hand. You can't deal with 40 something cards.
True.
There's too much interaction.
Grinding Station. Maybe he just has a breach here.
Could be.
Breach just
Means
gets here.
Cabal, Fire Eyelet, and a Talisman.
Talisman.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
What else?
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, oh. So we're
Okay.
going there. This means a lot of colorless mana. A lot.
Spleen probably has something. He has a Spell Pierce, or he's not running Spell Pierce, or a Swan Song here, or maybe like a Force of Will.
What
Oh,
resolve?
it resolves.
Oh,
But does this grinding station actually get there? Because he's only netting. He's going positive in cards in grave, but he only has 1 card in grave, and Dockside doesn't make any mana here. Or I guess Dockside
no,
makes
but
2.
Mana Bolt gets a lot of mana though.
Yeah, he's able to net mana here. Okay, yeah, he can just make a lot of mana.
You can still keep digging until you have something else. Blow LED.
Grind it.
Once you get LED, then you just go crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
This is on
Safety.
response to the grinding station trigger, I believe.
Maybe being sandbagging Chain of Vapor.
You probably do it on the first mana vault cast, so Ian basically doesn't have mana. You bounce the Underworld Breach there and just stop it. No, you bounce the Grinding Station, so Underworld Breach dies at the end of turn.
So I wonder if Ian's actually just gonna keep going and doing this, or whether like they're just gonna scoop. Oh,
Oh!
force on the mana vault and not breach.
Yeah, because this kills Ian's Graveyard as well.
But now Ian can grind the station away and maybe pray he finds something.
Yeah, but I
I think
guess
maybe Kree got a little greedy here.
I don't blame Ian for going for it.
Yeah.
You're playing
Yeah.
Roger Silas. You can't outgrind Kess or TNT. It's just not part of your deck grinding that bot.
Yeah, you definitely go for it here with Ian. Like, okay,
Also, he does suck at the grinding station.
grinds the station away, maybe hits an LED.
Oh, that's a Mugly Monolith. And
Oh,
the
but
whole Reacher.
he has to play the grinding station again here and hope he gets a. There's nothing he can get here that can actually get him there, is there?
No,
I can't think of anything. If he hits like maybe like
I
an
like
LED,
this. I like this. I like this
okay,
a lot.
plays a monolith. Monolith and pass maybe.
Yeah, at least it sets up for an Adnos. You didn't lose that many cards. Okay, you don't have Breach anymore, whatever. You can still win an Adnos.
I think breach
You can
being gone kind of hurts. Yeah.
Which one?
Breach being gone.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's pretty harsh. And also Hull Breacher, because you needed to cast the Green Monolith. It's kind of like a way to keep the board from going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're confident from Kree.
Oh wait, Dark Composite for pass. What do you think Creed vamped for here? Maybe like a consult. I don't think you. Yeah. What do you think? Creed vamp tutored for here.
He could have probably banned for Dark Confident.
You think so?
Yeah, because you know that Spleen is playing Hull Breacher. I don't know if he's playing an Ocean Thief. Yeah, Spleen is playing both Thieves. Ian is also playing both Thieves. And Dark Confident plays around that as a good advantage engine. It could be, especially if you bank on saying, oh, I have Force of Negation backup in case everything goes really bad. And probably played it this turn so they don't die to Ian. I don't think it's crazy to think that Dark Confident was what Kree got for. But there are better targets.
Yes, definitely. So Spleen's really ahead here. He's one land away from card casting Razaketh. Although that wouldn't do anything here.
It's still an 8/8 beater.
True.
Turn
Oh,
3 8/8 beater sounds pretty good.
yeah. Also, Coco misses land drop. Oh, pretty unfortunate.
Man, Coco, come on, man. Come on. Can you imagine if Spleen wheels now?
Oh, nuts. This card's like a Razaketh too. Oh.
I don't think, no, Spleen is only on Twister, so it's not happening.
Oh, he's not a windfall.
No. It makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so.
D2.
Oh, DT. So we're twisting. So we are twisting. That's so much mana.
Holy crap. This is nuts.
It's gonna be 21 mana. with the 3 treasures. So if for some reason Splint top decks Rasaka can cast it and still have a plethora of mana just to screw around.
Holy crap. Yeah. Gross, yeah.
Yeah, if Splint doesn't see the play, I will be extremely surprised.
Definitely.
Unless there's a better plan. Because Kree only having 3 cards in hand and only staying there is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Unless.
Speaking of Rock Tellers doesn't play the Baubles Dirty Mac. You don't really want to be casting Silas.
That is kinda just there for the colors.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay.
Okay, so we have 3 manas.
We have a Twister.
Oh,
Windfall.
he does play Wind. Oh, I didn't see it. It's under the Twister. I'm bad at this game. I
And
can't
full
read.
priority casting the Mystical Tutor. Okay. I guess the only thing to hope for here is Coco has a Pyro.
Oh, do you mystical for Twister here? Just to add salt to the wound.
That'd be so brutal.
I mean, this is only 15 mana, so only.
Only.
Yeah, only. With a Twister, you get up 21 more, so.
Yeah?
This is
I
so
think
busted.
you mystical for Entomb here, right? Or maybe like a Reanimate. Diabolic
Yeah,
Intent.
all the Ginton. Okay.
Huh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, because you can just play a
Yeah,
Thrasios Packet. It's only 4 mana to do that.
his Splint will still have 11 mana left. Pretty sure he can do more things with that.
It's only 11, you know. You can never be too
Just
sure.
a measly 11. Imagine if a Splint gets like, oh, fish. Okay, here we go. Fish.
Yeah.
It does look like we might be seeing the end of the game this turn.
Oh, man, Spleen taking it in full turbo pod would be pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
Back to back.
Yeah.
It technically it is back to back to back because the Mean Betrayal was lethal before Coco stole it. Technically,
Technically.
but it wasn't.
Do you remember what the turn order was last game?
It was Coco, Spleen, Ian, Kree.
Okay.
It was like this.
Oh,
It was exactly like this, yes. Wasn't there a shuffler for this? We're supposed to be shuffling or something? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I like this. I like this. I like this
wait.
a lot. Chris is what we were discussing with Rebel on the first game, I think it was, about king making in a sense. But this is about having the chance to have another game because they all know that if this windfall resolves, Spleen is way too ahead.
Yeah.
Ouch! Chris is sending a statement.
Change the turn rules, please. Oh, yeah.
But let's see what happens. Oh, that was a necessary play if they wanted the game to continue going.
Definitely. Maybe Ian has like a Nas here. Oh, what if
It is a
Silas could
risk.
bring back enchantments? That'd be insane, right?
Yeah, but then it will be blue white, not blue black.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which still would be great, but you don't get a nose, you don't get all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, Jess Cat Rocks nowhere near as good.
No calling the weak, no, none of the crazy things. Right, let's see again. Do you have it, sir?
If he has it, I would just not hesitate to jam.
No, not after they had to use a pact from Kree to stop Spleen. He didn't
I
have
don't know if you've
to.
ever seen this happen before with the pact. This is the first time I've ever seen something happen like this.
Again, it's mostly because of how the game rules are that they need to get a second win on that pot. And pretty sure with these windfalls, Spleen will be just killing everyone, especially when they have a diabolic intent in the top of their deck. It's not crazy to assume that will be game over.
Yep. Okay. So Ian's thinking.
Ian did tap the Steam Vents and take the Monolith first, and then decide against it. So, what does that tell you? That it's a Steam Vents and not the Badlands.
I want to say Time Twister, but we know it's probably not a Time Twister. Maybe it's like a Ristic Study.
Oh yeah,
Hey, yo.
let's stop Spleen's wheel, but to play my own wheel. It's gonna be great. Trust me. It's gonna end up so well for everyone.
Yes. Wow. I packed it for you. Why would you do this to me? It's like
Backstab.
probably what Cree's thinking.
It could be a hole into your own wheel, but you're in the same issue. You still have the full grip though. Could be.
Okay. Okay. He's tapping. What does he have? Demonic
ED?
Tutor?
Okay.
Okay. What do you think he gets here?
So you probably get Oppo or Hull Breacher here because you need to stop people from playing stuff. And those two are probably the better ones at doing that. Probably Oppo Agent because it allows you to stop their fetching. So Chris dead.
Oh, Cree's dead.
It's one of the things. Or you could add NOS and just set up for next turn. And pray to the merciful gods of magic that Splint doesn't have a counter.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's the
Hey,
problem of being the one after the control player.
so he can stack so he can get Dark Confidant first. Oh, he just scoops.
Yeah, because of the pact.
Yeah, I'm saying he could have stacked it so that Dark Confidant flips first. So he
Right.
can maybe like find something that lets him pay for it. Like maybe can't really think of anything on the spot.
No, because you need. Oh, well.
Oh, he jams. Okay.
Speaking of Adnos, here we go.
Spawn.
Swan. Tapping the mana confluence. And losing a life. Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh, that was sensitive.
Oh, that's
Okay. The mana confluence should be tapped though.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just a build-up turn for Coco with a Firewall Stone. Damn, it was good at Coco to go for it there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Splin stepped out, Comedian just fetched for something. It makes sense.
Looking at what he's
Ian, 100%.
Ian.
He just tutored for something.
Although like I would think Spleen's still ahead.
Yeah, that Smothering Tide is doing a lot of work. Splin already missed 2 land drops, but the Smothering Tide is keeping him still in the game. It's pretty good.
Do you think Coco should have main phased that Nas?
Nah, it's the same difference. You don't gain
Because-
anything from that.
Because Ian was tapped out, right?
There was a mana confluence that Ian used for the Swanson. It was only 1 mana. And if you have the chance to do it end step, why would you do it main phase? This also, I don't know if Ian is on Force of Negation, but it's also based around Ian's Force of Negation.
Yes.
Okay, so Bloom Tender, okay. This makes 2 mana.
Okay, so Bloom Tender pass.
It's another land drop missed by Spleen. Welcome to the CEDH, where we miss land drops left and right.
It's not. I don't think Spleen is desperate for mana here. Smothering Tide
No,
giving him so much
because
value.
that tide is pulling out the work. Oh, so
Yeah.
Ian does play Force of Negation.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think Force Negation is really good. Even in turbo decks. Being able to tap out anytime you want is so nuts, so good.
This is true. Well, let's see.
Okay. See if Ian just has it here.
You tutored Ian. What's up? What did you get with this?
Probably tutored. Every time it gets to Ian's turn, I'm like nervous, you know.
That's the nature of Roger Silas. You should be
Yeah.
scared. So it's as UC from the Delta. Do you go for it? Knowing that Spleen missed 3 land drops in a row means that every card in his hand is a spell. Which that's scary.
Definitely. So very high chance he has counter magic here.
No,
But that's the
maybe even the best counter magic against Adnos, called Silence.
true. But maybe that's the dilemma of Roger Silas in the first place. Is you can't really afford to wait, no matter how Ian built the list to be more air quotes resilient. You know, he still can't afford to wait all day. So at some point in time, he has to push something through. So
Yeah, this is what we were discussing about the nature of the decks. That the longer Spleen goes in the game, the more advantage he has because of the nature of Stress and Timna. And he's playing now against 2 turbo decks. So if the turbo decks just stumble, that gives Spleen so much time to set up stuff.
So
like right now.
Yep. So I want you to notice, like in previous games, Spleen and everybody else was just putting a number counter on the treasures. Notice how this time he's just stacking them up individually. Just kind of like look at what's going on here.
Asserting dominance.
There you go. I think it's a very subtle check this out, kind of thing. Because that happens in these types of environments. I am inevitable. Yeah.
Iron Man victim, true. Thanos did nothing wrong. Okay, so Thrasios time.
Thrasios?
Thrasios Pasios. This is
I
huge
think
with
so.
Bloom Tender.
That's like 2 activations? Yeah, 2 activations.
Let's see. Do you also play Timna? Risk it for the biscuit?
Play the Timna. I'd probably hold the Timna for now. You don't draw any cards.
There's no need. And you need all the mana open to deal with Ian.
I think having open mana is nice. You get to see 4 cards off the top. If
Here we go.
anyone
Yes,
here it comes.
Adnos. Yes.
Here it comes. Oh, okay. Spleen's activating Thrasios.
Keeping 1 blue open. Makes sense.
Okay.
Is interaction the top card? Okay,
Fish.
reveals fish. Doesn't do anything.
Keep activating. I was thinking about it. Is there a reason Ian didn't just go for that main and not his main phase?
So resolves.
So it resolves, yeah.
The interpellect just goes with. Oh my.
Because Will. What's Steinmeier?
Drums, whatever. Imp Seal.
So far, nothing very good.
Jessica's Will is the only relevant things I think of.
Yeah, Chain of Vapor's good. PO's good.
Eh,
If
what
he
does
gets
it do,
more
Chain
fast
Vapor?
mana, this PO can be really good.
True. True. Dockside. Oh
Mana
my.
Crypt.
Oh, that's huge.
Rain of
And the
Filth.
Veil of Filth. Ooh.
Oh, this is nice. Alpo agent.
There's a Tainted Pact also.
I think like this is a pretty good Nas. Oh, Final Fortune.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Ian has this 100%. Yeah. With Mental
You saw
Misstep
it.
and Rasatorn backup. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely have it here.
Now it's just going through the motions. Yeah, you don't need anything else. Yeah, I agree.
Up here, yeah. Don't have to risk it. Like in case you hit like a peer.
Oh, if you have that ad nos and then you peer, like, oh no, suicide to peer. Oh, the sadness.
Yeah. I wonder if
Okay.
there's a reason Spin didn't activate Thrasios again to try to counter that Nas. Maybe hit like a Force of Negation or something.
I don't know. Maybe he has interaction that wants to fight through this.
Maybe.
So net results.
Mana Crypts.
There's a Fluster Storm. So I'm gonna keep a die here just to for myself to storm counter. It won't mean anything, but yeah, that was a pretty good end step Adnos from both Coco and Ian.
Yeah. Game's just an Adnos game.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do. That's what the deck does.
Guess we'll actually see another game.
It doesn't look like it. Kree has a chance to still have those two games
Reverse sweep.
for huge elo gains.
Yeah. Everyone has a win except him. Ooh.
No, it's Splin and Coco only that have wins.
Yeah, and then Ian's gonna win here.
Well, yeah,
presumably.
true.
Unless something goes
Then
really
we
wrong. There you go. It's possible. It's possible.
okay. Is it possible that Spleen has his own Fluster Storm? No, because he played Thrasios. No,
He would have
that's 3 mana.
flustered.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's 3 mana. He would have countered the Adnos.
Yeah. Gamble.
Oh, Jessica's will. Oh
Just
no.
okay.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
over.
yeah.
This is over.
Jeez. Arcane
And still
Sickness.
there's a PO in Ian's hand.
Yeah.
This is what we came here for.
This is why we play Roger Salas. Whoa. Okay,
Silence.
Salinas.
Oh,
Awards.
STP on this. Okay, I like
Okay.
that. I like that. It's about sending a message.
Yes. Yes.
I will not
This
go
slows is
quietly into
all
the night
upside. Ian gets 0 life. What? Okay.
because of the fears. It's a free counter.
Pyroblast. I think fighting over this is kind of strange.
I'm surprised that it's just because we don't cast. Oh, it's on cast that you have to have
Yeah.
those. Okay.
No. Yeah. I think fighting over this is a little strange. But it's just a spring leaf drum.
So what happens to the STP?
It's countered, I'm assuming.
He doesn't. Does he need Roger with the hand he had?
I don't think so. But I think Spleen did it to take him off the fierce.
There's also Diabolic Intent in Ian's hand. That could be it. But I don't know.
Now
Ian
Spleen
has me
doesn't have enough for
betrayal.
an activation.
I don't know, man. Ian has a mean betrayal. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. Gamble. Just gamble for Oracle.
Then the Impact. You have all the mana to defend this. Yeah, you're good. You don't need it. You don't
You
need
can just
Roger
like
for this.
meme betrayal here and like get a detutor from Spleen's graveyard. There's like so many lines you can take, and there's like Lotus Petal and Cabal Ritual in Coco's graveyard.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay. I like this.
Pretty good.
This flexing.
Good.
I like this.
I think they're just waiting to see if Gamble like hits something relevant before they scoop.
But it hit the Ancient Tomb.
No, Ancient Tomb was exiled from Jesper's
Ah,
already.
from the Jessica's Will. Right. So why is the Gamble still in the stack?
I'm assuming he's playing all of this stuff in response to his own Gamble. Yeah, Rain of Filth. I'm pretty happy Ian's probably gonna take this. I think he's had some pretty bad luck throughout this entire tournament.
It's also Roger Silas. You're banking on kind of being lucky a bit. A bit.
That is true.
Oh, me betrayal. Here we go.
Mean betrayal. Okay. Also,
So
why
with
is that Gamble still in the
this,
stack? Wait, what happened?
I do not know. Let me
That's
check the
weird.
box. Okay, so I don't know. Something happened for the gamble.
Okay.
There's a DT.
Yeah, probably DT here.
Yeah, there's a DT, and you have Tinted Fighting hand. Game should be over.
Wait,
And you
Alkaloid?
have quadruple. You have quintuple blue to pay for this. You're good. You're Gucci. You can defend the combo easily.
Okay.
Yep, and they can see. Yeah. They see the writing on the wall. Good job, Ian. Nice. Good show.
Nice. We
Typical
finally got to see Rock Silas pop off.
as Chan said, textbook and step Adnos for the win. Nice.
That's
A staple of CDH at this point.
pretty
Even though I'm
much.
tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing Adnos, but it is what it is. This also means that Chris' sacrifice was not in vain, that he's still in the game for the 2 games needed for the win. So there's still hope for Chris. Still a lot of hope. We'll
Yep.
see what happens on the next game. I'm thinking to just throwing it back again quickly. Same turn order. Same seeding order. And I think Greece starts on the fourth game. It's the person that won goes last, I believe. Maybe Clay can correct me on that one. If the order changes as I think it did on the
So
as
yeah,
for the last rounds.
the seating order did change. All they did was like invert, like it's almost like it rotated around. As far as like the winner last, see the things that you, or some of the things that you're quoting are a little different because in the beginning we were all playing on the same day, so I think that allowed for us to have a little bit more mobility between pods, whereas today it's just the one pod. So,
I'm saying the seating it changes
Yeah,
within the same pod. It does irrelevant of the pod. In games 1-5, they're all randomized. The seating, the order is also randomized.
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
But they have been. What I'm saying is they have been rolling for turn. So I think the only thing that's random anymore, because originally it was supposed to be the winner goes last or something like that. I think they're still establishing turn or who goes first by die roll. But yeah, you're right. The seating has been randomized.
Gotcha.
Comedian has been banned from going first, second, or third. Nice chance.
Well, he won't go in second, so
He did. All right.
okay.
All
So
right.
they have quickly shifted. We will turn back over.
Let's go. We are ready for another game of pod. Who knows at this point the number?
Yes.
It's
Oh no, it's a ghost haunting us.
who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. There's something strange in the CDH. Okay, so who's starting? Let's see. Who do you think is gonna have the craziest turn? One.
I think
Ian is
think-
not allowed as an answer.
Coco. I think Coco. I'm gonna put my money on Coco this game. What about you?
Oh, there we go. So Chris starting. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Again, because Ian won, so he needs to go last.
Yes.
This is to show a demonstration of skill. Superior skill. If somehow Ian wins going last, man, that's a message.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Also, Kree has the chance to actually have a huge advantage this game because of going first. So, who never know? Maybe Kree takes this one.
Yeah, we might see a game 5. That's exciting.
That's gonna be super interesting. If we have a game 5 with all winners, oh, the last game is gonna be hugely spicy.
Yeah, holy crap.
Why does Splin use the Gorgon for a
Keepsake Gorgon.
for keep? Splin. Splin.
Oh.
Come on.
Wow.
But I do love that you can use what was it? You can make a token in Cockatrice, name it priority, and it makes a token of Priority Avenger. It's amazing.
Really?
What?
Chancellor Panics?
This guy is Coco's just trolling. Oh, pregame actions. Yes. You know when someone asks, bro, pregame actions, yes, I have this.
Completely
Everyone says,
unexpected.
gemstone.
It's like, nah, dude, I have a ley line of anticipation.
That thing is expensive now. It's like $30.
Oh, fuck. Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me check actually.
That's nuts.
Oh no, you got to the printer. Never mind. It's still $7.
$7?
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. For being reprinted in a N20 as a rare, not even mythic.
Oh yeah, for rare, $7 for rare. That's nuts.
It is a casual staple.
Yeah.
It does crazy things. Okay. So Coco, as you
It's
said,
very
it's a
exposed to
pretty good
start.
start. Don't you
Yeah.
know? Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, so Spleen goes to a normal dork pass.
You might
Okay,
even
yeah.
just have like an Eldritch Evolution turn 2.
Ian get the 7. That's also scary.
Yes. Okay,
Fish?
Ian, turn 1.
Imp
Oh,
still.
Imp-Steel. Okay.
That's not suspicious at
Yeah.
all. No,
No
not at
threat,
all.
not
No,
threatening at all.
no,
Definitely not
zero.
gonna be
Zilch.
a turn 2. I've got to ask you, what's your opinion on like the positioning of Rog Silas versus something like Kess in the metagame?
It's different. They do different things. Roger Silas is speed incarnate, and Kess is slower but more consistent. So it's more of a personal flavor more than anything. Because if you have Kess, you can win with one card, Tainted Pact. You do end step Tainted Pact for fish, then in your main do fish Tainted Pact. That Roger Silas doesn't have that, but Roger Silas does have the calling the weak shenanigans that does allow you to have so much mana turn 1, turn 2 that obviously Kess cannot do that. So it's all boils down to personal preference. What do you like more? At least in my opinion.
Definitely.
But
So
you see,
man,
but
Coco. Oh, this is definitely turn 2 Nas here.
oh yeah, Coco gonna be like, nah, game over, guys. Fuck it up. Yeah.
Jam. Yep.
Okay.
There we have it.
Okay, Kree, do you have the back to negation?
Oh, Force of Will.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Okay, Spleen, do you have the counter for Ian's Adnos? Oh my. I
Oh,
respect that. I respect that very much.
it seems like Kree's been keeping like he knows like, oh, I'm gonna be slow in this pod, so I'm gonna mull for a free interaction. Like Force of Negation last game, Force of Will this game.
Act of negation. He's suicided for this game, to have this game.
Yeah. Maybe he like mulled for Pact, but like his plan was to suicide the entire game.
Game plan, suicide. Underline in bold and font size 72. It's huge.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see what
so
Ian
what
had.
did Ian get? Dockside. Oh,
Probably Docs. Oh, Fowler Stone.
not as impressive.
Like holding the Dockside. It only makes 3 here, so it doesn't. It's not enough to cast anything.
You say that, but it's a setup turn. Because remember that Ian did Impsil for something.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably
One.
Ian sandbagging at Nos.
Probably. Maybe he has like a Culling the Week. That's Coco Lots connection.
Calling the week, Dark Red, at Nos, go.
Yeah. That'd be
Balance.
nuts. Okay, so Coco's back.
Yeah, that losing connection happens plenty.
So
Okay, so
Kree
Chris
just
just
passes.
passing.
Okay. Maybe he's sandbagging us.
Could be. We know who's not sandbagging at Nos. Coco and Spleen.
Yes. Okay, Talisman. Well,
Now's the
what if Coco just
slow
has it here again? Like he casts Dargo and then like Eldritch Evolution.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be so. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. It's just set up turn.
Yeah, but if you do that, then You have a 8/8 Rasaket. Okay, and then
And then he can cast Dargo. Oh, I guess he's 1 mana off. He needs a land.
let's see what happens. That's a Dark Confident trigger.
Okay.
Spleen BFF. I don't get that joke, but it's great.
Amazing. If anything, watching these games made me feel like Dark Confidant is so much like my evaluation of Dark Confidant was all wrong. You know, like every time I see Dark Confidant comes down, it's been like amazing.
It's because it's a 2 mana investment that then you don't need to worry about anything. Okay, so here Smothering Tide 2,
Tide.
Electric Boogaloo. Smothering Tide is actually really good now that I think about it in Rasakat because it incentivizes people not to play wheels.
I think Smuggling Tides is like, I mean, Razcats is like the one like deck I think Smuggling Tides is still good in. I've cut it in a lot of my other decks that play white.
Yeah, should be adding it in mind. It makes a lot of sense.
Consult.
Also, what Clay is saying about Dark Confidant is that it's a mini Necro or a Nos, puts it into hand, not draw. So goes around Notion Thief, all that stuff, which is huge.
Yeah, that's like the big part I've been impressed with the card so far. Like Hull Breach is like omnipresent, right?
Yeah, if you play blue, you're gonna see it. So here's a main phase demonic consultation from Ian. Is it gonna be a suicidal consultation?
Maybe this is a win the game consultation. Like he just exiles his entire deck and plays an Oracle from hand.
That could be.
Oh,
But Kree has.
oh, that was holy crap. Okay,
So
okay.
he did it. The Mad Lad did it.
That's yeah. He did it.
This
That's
order is pretty
mad.
good. It's because people do not play as much creature counters than spell counters. Nice, nice, nice. Did he install this?
I'd be so scared because Kree has 4 mana. He can very well have a mana drain here.
Creek and Python negation. That would be great.
Oh, that it's so funny.
But what did he name with consultation?
You know, very important thing.
Very, very important data. We are asking here the real questions.
Yeah.
Did he get away to
Yo,
make an
what
oracle?
do you like to name when you consult?
Depends on the colors I'm playing, but normally, I don't know, purple, Emrakul, Daeon Storm, because you can name banned cards.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Okay, Dark Ritual.
Okay.
Oh, there's a Nas coming.
Nos, no way.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's
yes.
what we're
yes.
talking about.
Let's
So
go.
Ian, do you have the counter for this?
Does he have to though? Like, because Kree has 1 mana up. What?
Yeah, but this is force of negation, stuff like that.
What's the negation can't counter Oracle? So the only thing that can counter Oracle here is Pact. Which he
Or
can't pay
red
for.
elemental blast.
Oh, red deep blast. Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
No, I'm saying force of negation to protect the red elemental blast once
Yeah.
you counter, if you draw it, of course.
Yeah.
Oof.
Counting
Okay.
down.
Oh,
It's
Mind
not.
Fire. Okay.
Oh.
It's not looking good for the home team.
Has to keep going.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
He's
Holy
dead.
crap. Does he keep
He's
going
dead.
here? Yeah,
You
no, he
can't.
can't do anything. He can't keep going here.
You can't.
You can't.
Oh, that was
That's
unfortunate.
so sad. You can't even tap the City of Brass.
Oh, you're right. Oh,
No, that's so sad. No, that's so sad.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, I went ahead
Oh,
and
yeah.
jumped on.
that's
Yeah,
it.
I went ahead and jumped on with you guys because I wanted to experience this moment with you.
It is a good moment.
Yes. Very, very, very good moment.
Wow.
Wow.
This game,
Okay.
crazy.
Oh,
I expected here to be a while, and
Yeah. Where were you when Ian cast the Naked Oracle
yeah.
and wins.
Yeah,
and wins?
console first. Genius.
This is gonna be a value consultation, guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna call Mana Crypt if you guys let this resolve. Just please let it resolve.
Oh, Splin had a swan song.
Oh,
Yeah. You can't see this coming. Maybe, I don't know. Wow.
wow. Wow, turns out
So Ian
that was a really
just
good
says like, it's my turn to win, and wins games 3 and 4 in just quick motions.
Yeah.
Wow.
just takes it.
I thought we would need like Rebel and Blade to take over, but well, guess not. Guess we are fine. Just as casting. I guess.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was
great to watch.
So, it's actually good that Rebel didn't come back because she mentioned that she was Ian's curse. So like she changes. We do the changeover in shifts. Ian blasts in a win, and then like just forces in the second win just thereafter. So good, so
Back to
good.
back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I needed. I needed to cast with Rebel, so Coco will have more of a chance.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was an amazing game.
That was 3 at Gnosis. Was it? No, Ian didn't cast his.
Yeah.
no, he didn't. No, he consulted for
Nothing. For nuking his library.
For Sun Titan. That's you guys were talking about targets. I always pick Sun Titan. I played standard during the original Sun Titan Phantasmal Image standard. So
Zendikar. I was there for that standard. That was fun. Until Coldplay. Then it wasn't as fun.
Damn it! This was a
It
good
was
day.
great.
So,
And
like, how are the matches today? Like, holy shit, they were good.
they were great.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I didn't
were-
expect again. I didn't expect Game 4 to just end like that. Like I don't know where. Oh, fish, naked fish.
Oh, Ian went
Anyone
last
had
too.
interaction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was very, very impressive.
Yeah, so Coco blasts through the unexpected. Yeah, so that's the word, Chance. Unexpected, like the entire day. Coco blasts through the unexpected win before the inevitable win of Spleenface, and then Spleenface has that 2-hour grind, right? And then double Ian. I mean, I'm grateful. It's sunny outside. I want to drink beer and all that stuff, but if I was going to be anywhere these last few hours, this is the place to be. Oh.
I'm kind of sad about Kree. I kind of wanted Kree to win that one because he sacrificed himself with the Pact of Negation to get that game going. But kind of sad about that. Kind of wanted Kree to have like one more game so we could have a game 5 for all the marbles, like super crazy, all the stakes there. Yeah, well.
And we got yesterday's pod winner joining us in the chat. Play him. It's going well, my man. Not as quick today as your day yesterday, but it was good nonetheless.
It was great to watch. I don't know. I had a lot of fun. Even just watching Rebel and Josh casting the first 2 games. It was great. I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun.
Yeah, they have good chemistry. You know, it's nice them working together. Yeah, it's good stuff. What's the record? Let's
The
see. Yeah.
record is 1 spleen, 1 cocoa, and 2 Ian.
Yep.
In that order. I think. Yes.
Yeah,
Spleen is the
Coco.
first
Yeah,
one.
Coco, Spleen,
Yes, Coco
Ian,
was
Ian.
Nice. All right then. But hey, we have more games tomorrow, right?
Absolutely, and Monday. So as it worked out, this last round was divided over 4 days because people's schedules and stuff like that. So tomorrow we'll be here, same time, same place. I believe the Monday game will run a little bit later. I think it's going to be an evening game, but that's because Deco has requested it to be a little bit later in the day. So yeah, same time, same place tomorrow. And of course, as always, you gentlemen are more than welcome to come back, and especially the Beard Boys, right?
You gotta represent, you know?
No doubt.
But it kind of needs a shave, you know?
Well,
I'm in shape.
before we kick off, Tony, where can the folks find you out there in the world if they want to interact with you?
So you can find me on the Budget Brew server. I'm really active there. If you want to play games, you can ping me on the Nexus or the cEDH server. That's it.
Nice. And I highly recommend getting out there and playing some games with this young man. What about you, Ernesto?
So you can find me on the 99 server, maybe on, I think, on Founders sometimes. I'm there a lot. And if not, I have a personal casting channel on YouTube called cEDH. Just hop in, leave a comment, subscribe, say you suck, or hey, you're great. Just give feedback.
Subscribe, yeah. Some of the best content on the net. Absolutely go subscribe to that. Sweet. And of course, I'm Clay. You know where you can find me in this chair every weekend. every weekend, right? All right, gentlemen. I appreciate it very much, and great spending time with you. And we will catch you on the flip side.
You guys have a good one.
See you.